Chapter 201-Converging Girls. Nami asked Feng Yi, and now she is like the people on the island, calling Feng Yi my king, and even the empress. Hey, of course not, let's play for a few days, and we'll set off again in a few days. This time it's not as simple as sailing. We want to let the world government know how powerful we are. It's time to show the world our maple leaf pirates. Time for strength. Feng Yi couldn't help chuckling when he heard this. Really, but if Marine Admiral comes again? Nami's eyes moved when she heard the words, and then she hesitated. Although she had the confidence to pick an admiral, she still didn't have much confidence. There are so many experts in marine. Hey, what is admiral? This time even if it's this king, he won't be afraid of them. Feng Yi interrupted Nami's words with a smile. His tone was full of confidence. The powerful and confident handsome appearance made all the girls feel dizzy. Really? Even Robin asked Feng Yi in surprise. If Feng Yi was really that strong, then she really didn't need to worry about anything. Of course, Feng Yi is our king. Everyone will know by looking at my king's latest reward list. At this time, the Empress couldn't help Vivi's proud issue, and then she took out a new reward list from Feng Yi. It was Feng Yi and the others who sent it to Nine Snake Island during these crazy 2 days. The girls didn't know it yet. Only the Empress knew first. 500 million reward. Robin took a look and exclaimed in surprise with his small mouth open. He looked so cute. Feng Yi had never seen Robin's surprised and cute appearance before, so he couldn't help but take a few more glances. What? 500 million, really? I'll take a look too. Really, my king is really amazing. The 500 million bounty is about to catch up with the bounty of the 4 emperors in the New World. My king is the strongest. My king is the most handsome. Seeing this, the girls all exclaimed in surprise, their beautiful eyes flashing at Feng Yi, full of pride. This is their man. 500 million. Hey, it seems that the world government wants some big pirates to deal with me. Feng Yi couldn't help Vivi issue, and then laughed. He also only knew that his bounty was as high as 500 million Bailey. It's no wonder that in the past few days, without doing anything, the ability of emotional fruit has sort about doubled. Feng Yi laughed secretly in his heart. In fact, he had already guessed it in his heart, but Feng Yi thought it was between 300 million and 400 million, but he didn't expect to give birth to a bounty of 200 million Bailey. I guess the idea of the world government at once. If that's the case, let's make this king's bounty even higher. We'll set off in a few days to destroy the marine government's Ennie's lobby. On the sea outside the Ennie's lobby, a week later, there were several ships. It was the Maple Leaf Pirates, the Bear Pirates, the Michelle Pirates, and the Killing Pirates. The Maple Leaf Pirates and their pirates meet for the first time. Boss. We're going to rob the Ennie's lobby this time. Is that true? No wonder the boss has such a high bounty. He dares to do things like rob the Ennie's lobby. As expected of our boss. Kill in an instant. Michelle, Nico Shang looked at Feng Yi excitedly on the blood dragon, and said one by one. When their eyes looked at the bosses and women on the boat, Vivi's pupils could not help shrinking again. Good guy, not all of them are simple. Especially in the moment of killing, it was the first time he saw the girls on the Maple Leaf Pirates, and he was even more horrified. At first glance, he knew that the girls on the ship were more powerful than the rumors. Before, he always thought that the Maple Leaf Pirates, the captain of the regiment, Feng Yi, is strong, but I didn't expect the members above to be simple. Just being a Nami, he felt infinite pressure, and he was not an opponent at all. Not only Nami, but also Shiu, Robin and a few other women. Sushin also felt that he was not an opponent. Such a pirate group is really powerful. The same goes for Nico Shang and the Michelle brothers. They thought their progress was strong enough, but they didn't expect the women on the Maple Leaf Pirates to make even greater progress. Today's Nico Shang, the bounty has reached 110 million, and it is a pirate of over 100 million. Michelle's bounty is also 100 million Baileys, and his younger brother Michelle also has a bounty of 90 million Baileys. As for the instant kill, it is 120 million. Feng Yi has only discovered now that he has recruited his pirate group, and all of them have offered a reward of over 100 million. Now, except for Shichibukai, all the people who offered a reward of over 100 million in the first half of the Great Voyage Road are here. All the pirates with a bounty of over 100 million in the first half of the Great Voyage Road gathered outside the Eni's lobby. Of course, such a major event was conveyed to the Marine government Sengoku as soon as possible. What's the matter? Is there anything they can't do? Sengoku secretly wondered. He didn't know the Burst Bear Pirates and the Michelle Pirates, but he felt that there must be a connection with the Maple Leaf Pirates. If there is a connection between these four pirate groups, what is their purpose? Is it the Eni's lobby? This is Kai Gugwo's declaration of war on the Marine government. They don't have the guts yet. Sengoku muttered to himself. Report to Marine headquarters. Report Marine headquarters. The Maple Leaf Pirates are connected to the Burst Bear Pirates, the Michelle Pirates, the Killing Pirates attacking the Eni's lobby, requesting support, requesting support. However, Sengoku just thought that Feng Yi and the others would not dare to do anything to Eni's lobby. The next second, the urgent voice of the phone bug rang out. Hearing this, Sengoku's expression changed immediately. He didn't expect these pirates with a bounty of over 100 million to be so bold and dare to attack the Eni's lobby. Contact the three admirals in Kuzan immediately and have them rush to the Eni's lobby as soon as possible. Then Sengoku immediately ordered. The City of Water is the closest to Eni's lobby, so several members of CP9 rushed over to support. Chapter 202-Angry Kizaru. Then Sengoku, who remembered something, gave another order. Kuzan and the others didn't know where they were. If they wanted to get to the Eni's lobby, they would not be able to reach the Eni's lobby in a single day. This time, when the Eni's lobby was attacked, simply couldn't be saved by far water. Near the fire, only a few CP9 members in the water capital can support. Bastard. This damn brat, this time, you must not be allowed to run away. Kizaru, who received the order, was stunned for a moment, then resented. Report to Marine headquarters. I'm only half a day away from Eni's lobby, rush over now. After Kizaru returned to the Marine headquarters, he quickly turned into a flash of light in the direction of the Eni's lobby. As for Kuzan and Akainu, they were relatively far away from Eni's lobby. After knowing that Kizaru had rushed over, they did not go there. After all, by the time they arrived, the daylilies were cold. Boom boom boom. At this time, outside the Eni's lobby, the cannons of Feng Yi and others were constantly bombarding the Eni's lobby. As long as the iron bars were blown away, they would be able to enter. In fact, Feng Yi and the others could have slashed at them with one blow, but it's actually quite good to use the bombardment like this as a warm-up for the attack, that's why they bombarded first. I saw that in front of Nojiko, a cannon was in her launch system, zooming in on the fruit and then zooming in on the cannonball. The damage caused by the cannonball hitting it was quite amazing. Haha, cool, is this the Eni's lobby? It's not as scary as it is, the Marines are all weak. Nico Shang looked at the Eni's lobby that was bombarded repeatedly from the top of his explosive bear pirates. Laugh out loud. The Michelle pirates are also very excited. Among them, the one who fired the most ruthlessly was the Killing pirates. During the half year that Feng Yi went to Sky Island, they were fed up with Marine's pursuit. Originally, they were merciful. How could they know that Marine would not can let them go, causing more than half of their crew members to be killed or injured? Watching the death of their companions, killing them in an instant corresponds to Marine's nostalgia, and this all turned into anger. Nami, don't act so fast, take your time. Marine's reinforcements didn't arrive so quickly. If we wiped out the Eni's lobby all at once, Marine's reinforcements wouldn't dare to come. We're going to connect theirs. The reinforcements were also wiped out. Feng Yi watched with satisfaction on the boat, and suddenly saw that Nami was about to take action, so he quickly stopped Nami first. Oh. Nami replied unwillingly. She originally wanted Feng Yi to see the results of her practice in the past 6 months, so she had to give up first. She originally wanted to release a big move, so that the entire Ennie's lobby was filled with her cloud and mist, and a minesweeper would give the entire Ennie's lobby the electric focus. Hey, to destroy Ennie's lobby. In fact, many pirates can do it, but they don't dare to act. What we want is not simply to destroy Ennie's lobby, but to make Marine really fear us. Looking at Nami's appearance, Feng Yi couldn't help comforting Isho to her. I know that when there are powerful people, they must be handed over to me. Otherwise, I will let you know how powerful I am. Nami couldn't help laughing when she heard the words, and then threatened Feng Yi viciously. From Feng Yi's point of view, she is just a beautiful coquette. Boom. After a burst of intensive bombardment, the iron fence in front of Ennie's lobby was finally blasted open. Not good. The pirates are about to attack. What should I do? Hurry up and contact the headquarters for support, let them speed up. Seeing that the iron bars were blasted open, the Marines above the Ennie's lobby exclaimed. It was the first time they faced the attack of pirates in the Ennie's lobby. Ha ha, it's finally broken. The little ones rushed in with Lao Su. Seeing that the iron bars were blown open, Nico Shang immediately laughed. Isho stood at the bow of his boat, waved the knife in his hand, and shouted loudly. Ha ha, go. Come on. The other crew members of the explosive bear pirates on the Nico Bear ship are also cheered up by the older brother, who robbed the Marine's Ennie's lobby. As long as today is over, they will definitely move the world, and they will be motivated to do things like this. This is the pirate. Ha ha. Come on, we can't lose to them. The strongest pirate group of the Maple Leaf Pirates must be our Michelle Pirates. The Michelle brothers also shouted excitedly to their men on their boat. Kill. Kill. Kill kill kill. As for killing the killing pirates, it is much simpler. The slogan is the same, the belief is the same as the goal. Kill kill kill, kill all the Marines on Ennie's lobby. Let's go. Let's rush too. Feng Yi stood on the Blood Dragon and watched the three pirate groups under his banner rush up bravely. It was also Vivi Isho who made the Blood Dragon advance at full speed and attacked the Ennie's lobby. Now Feng Yi's ship, in addition to Nami and the others, also joined more than 20 guards on Nine Snake Island, more than 20 people with outstanding combat power and beauty. They were all selected by Feng Yi for the Blood Dragon. The sailing and the like are now left to them. In the past, Feng Yi and the others did it by themselves, but now they are much better. Feng Yi didn't dare to choose directly on the Empress, Nine Snake Pirates. Although the female warriors above would be stronger, if the above people appeared on his ship, it would easily reveal that there was a lot between him and the Empress. Relationship. 5 minutes later, the Blood Dragon that Feng Yi was on and its 3 pirate ships all rushed into the Ennie's lobby. Everyone is logged in. Kill. Go. Ruin the Ennie's lobby. Let Marine know how good we are. In addition to the girls on the Maple Leaf Pirates, the members of the other 3 boats rushed to the Ennie's lobby while roaring. Everyone is like taking stimulants, and they are very brave. No fear at all at all. Seeing this situation, Feng Yi just laughed lightly from Vivi. This was all driven by his emotional fruits, which mobilized everyone's emotions. Let them play 200% of their combat effectiveness when attacking. Puff puff. Ah ah ah. Marines were injured one by one, blood burst out under the impact of both sides, and bright red blood was sprinkled on the ground. Countless screams resounded one after another. Severed limbs, internal organs, heads, blood all over the ground. Dash 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 dash. Chapter 203 Ennie's Lobby. It's really bloody. You can't see such a scene in the anime at all. There's not much blood. Feng Yi couldn't help but murmured in his heart when he saw the battle situation in front of him. He was not frightened by the blood in front of him, not even the girls. Draw the knife and cut in half. Kuina was the first to rush up. A knife shadow flashed, and several Marines fell under Kuina's knife. Sister, wait for me. Tashigi saw that her sister was so powerful, she shouted and rushed up with a knife. Although she didn't kill Marine, she didn't care about knocking Marine down. The two sisters competed on the battlefield for a while to see whose swordsmanship was more powerful. Marine fell under their swords one by one. Either serious injury or death. Of course, all the deaths were caused by Kuina. Nami followed Feng Yi's side before making a move, but Belmir charged up with two guns. The two pistols in her hands were like the scythes of the god of death. The bullets flew, and the Marines fell to the ground. All of them were killed with one shot. The marksmanship was extremely accurate. And Nojiko, she didn't get off the ship, but was still shelling on the ship. Marine's rear was often bombarded one by one, causing Marine to die countless times. And Yu Shin, Maji and the others, all of them started to attack, and all of them showed their abilities. Marine died countless times for a while, and they never thought that there would be so many cute-looking people who came down from the Maple Leaf Pirates. Beauty, when you move your hands, one is more ruthless, one is more powerful. It's amazing. As expected of the boss Feng Yi on the ship. Too handsome, as expected of the women of the boss of Feng Yi. Only boss Feng Yi can subdue them all. If we were to do it, we wouldn't be able to handle any of them. Yeah, he really deserves to be our boss Feng Yi. Come on everyone, although we are not ashamed of women who can't compare to the boss of Feng Yi, but as men we must at least do our best. Looking at Kuina's sturdy performance, the other three members of the pirate group all whispered secretly, and then all of them burst into a more courageous momentum than before, killing Eni's lobby. Marines were killed and wounded even more quickly. Boom boom boom. And at this moment, a rumbling sound resounded, and the figures of two giants appeared in front of everyone. Ah! It's the giants. Eni's lobby is actually guarded by giants. When the pirates saw the appearance of the giant, all of them couldn't help but exclaimed. As for the Marines, they cheered, and the two giants joined the battle. They should be able to temporarily block the attack of the pirates. As long as the reinforcements arrive, they will be able to destroy these hateful pirates. They just need to do their best to resist. Just waiting for reinforcements to arrive. These two giants, leave it to me. Shiyu, who also hadn't made a move, immediately lit up when he saw the two giants, and said to Feng Yi and the others, carrying the famous sword with the same name as Shiyu, and swept up at the two giants. Get out of the way for the old lady. Before rushing forward, Shiyu let out a sturdy sentence. After being such a pirate, the girls of course also learned some pirate's sturdy tone. Hearing Shiyu's words, when they looked back and saw that she was actually a very beautiful beauty, both marine pirates were stunned, especially the same marine. Such a beautiful beauty actually shouted such sturdy words, and it looked like us to go up to deal with two giants. Doesn't she know how powerful giants are? Quick, get out of the way for boss Feng Yi's woman. Quick, everyone get out of the way. Different from Marine's mistake, the pirates took the initiative to make way for Shiyu to pass after being stunned for a while. Kai. After the pirates in front of Shiyu gave way, Shiyu's figure passed by in an instant, leaving them with a beautiful figure. Stop her. Stop. Marines in front saw this. They all said angrily, if a woman broke through their defense, it would not have lost all their faces, and quickly blocked in front of Shiyu. Humph. Dare to block the old lady, how brave. Seeing this, Shiyu couldn't help sneering, and the eyes full of haki brightened. Boom 1. In front of Shiyu, an astonishing haki was released in an instant. The Marines standing in front of Shiyu were all shocked and retreated for a while. Although it was not Conqueror haki, it could not deter the opponent from coma, but Shiyu was on his body. Haki also scares them. Ah! Were stunned by Shiyu's haki, and before the Sanskrit came over, Shiyu's hand was pulled out, a bright and sharp knife light flashed, and Shiyu's figure suddenly passed through the obstruction of hundreds of Marines. Puff puff. Then one after another, blood sprayed out from the Marines in the middle after the rain, and then fell to the ground one by one. The powerful blow shocked all the pirates behind, and their eyes were shocked. Okay, as expected of a woman who was the boss of Feng Yi, she is really strong. Good, good. Then the pirate group cheered excitedly. Shiyu is so powerful. Of course they were also excited. This is the woman of their boss Feng Yi. At this time, they no longer doubted that Shiyu was reckless in picking two giants. With Shiyu's strength, they might really be able to kill those two giants. They couldn't help but look forward to it, and while continuing to fight, they also looked in the direction of Shiyu with the corner of their eyes. Damn chick! Go to hell! How dare you! The two giants also discovered Shiyu who was rushing towards them. When they saw a woman, they should challenge them. They were all angry, and then attacked Shiyu. Humph! It's not just big to be great. Chapter 204 When the rain is full of power. When Shiyu saw this, he couldn't help but snorted coldly. Shiyu in his hand slashed two knives in a row, and two sharp slashes burst out from the blade and bombarded the two giants. Chi. No, it's a senior swordsman. Hold on. The two giants who didn't take Shiyu seriously, when they saw that Shiyu was able to slash and slash at will, VV's expressions changed, and then they exclaimed in anger. Change attack to defense. Boom. Shiyu's slashing bombarded the two of them. Although they were blocked, the two giants still took a few steps back and went out, and the earth shook. Seeing this scene, the Marines couldn't help being stunned. Shiyu was so petite, and then slashed out two slashes, so let's knock out the two giants, too sturdy, right? The visual impact made them unbelievable. Ha. Okay, kill them. Seeing this, the pirates roared even more excitedly. Too sturdy, too strong, against a giant. This visual impact made them all feel excited. Killing Marine is even more brave. Go to hell. Death to me. As for the two giants, they were extremely ashamed and angry at this time. They were actually beaten back by a woman, and it was still a 1-on-2. Both of them had red eyes and immediately attacked Shiyu again. Today, I will sacrifice your swords to let everyone in the world know that women can also become great swordsmen. Looking at the two giants rushing up, Shiyu didn't have the slightest expression of fear on his face. Instead he was full of excitement and murmured. She has been waiting for this day for a long time. She broke through to become a great swordsman a month ago, and now she knows that Feng Yi wants to show the world the strength of the Maple Leaf Pirates. Of course she will not be polite. In just an instant, Shiyu's eyes became sharp as lightning, and Shiyu in her hands was raised high in her hands. The waves attack. Then Shiyu spit out a few words coldly. Boom. I saw that under Shiyu's words, it seemed like a rumbling sound resounded. Behind Shiyu, there were monstrous waves in an instant. It was attacking from behind Shiyu. In the Sword Realm, Shiyu has also displayed the Sword Realm. Although Shiyu is not as powerful as Feng Yi, she can use the Sword Realm when she is a Sword Master, but after being promoted to the Great Sword Master, she also understands the Sword Realm, and now she uses the Sword Realm. What comes out is a move that belongs to the Sword Realm. Ah! What is that? How is it possible? When they saw the monstrous waves behind Shiyu, all the people couldn't help but exclaimed. They couldn't believe it. They had never seen the attack of the great swordsman with the Sword Realm. They only knew the scene in front of them. Impress them. Not good. The other party is a great swordsman. Fast back. As for the two giants, when they saw Shiyu actually use a sword move with a Sword Realm, his face changed dramatically, he roared in horror, and quickly withdrew. They never imagined that a woman could actually become a great swordsman. Today, it is destined to be entered into the annals of history. The Maple Leaf Pirates attack the Marine Ennies lobby, and the birth of the world's first female great swordsman. Kill. A low voice, Shiyu in his hand slashed down. Under Shiyu's slash, the monstrous waves behind her finally vented, and after passing through Shiyu's delicate body, they swept up to the two giants. Boom. In an instant, the two giants were submerged by the waves. Although this was only a Sword Realm, the visual impact caused everyone to be shocked. When Yu's Sword Realm disappeared, everyone saw that two giants were already lying there. Ah! How could this be? The two adults were killed like this. Seeing that the two giants, their marine, strongest fighting power in Eni's lobby, were killed by Shiyu with one move. All Marines were stunned. Morale is seriously low. They couldn't believe what they saw in front of them. Looking at Shiyu's glamorous figure, they only felt a burst of fear. Hee, Shiyu has gone mad. Now it's no problem to offer a bounty of over 200 million, killing 2 giants in one move. Feng Yi looked at Shiyu's powerful performance and couldn't help but hee isho. I was robbed by Sister Shiyu. Nami, who was beside Feng Yi, couldn't help but snorted. When she saw the 2 giants, she had planned to take action. Hey, don't worry, there will be stronger ones coming later. Feng Yi couldn't help chuckling when he heard Nami's words. HMPH, I won't let Sister Shiyu rob it later. Nami said with a smile. Shiyu was so pushy just now that she couldn't wait to express herself. Hey, it's already here. Nami's words just fell. Feng Yi is VV Isho, and he has already sensed a few mood swings coming here, and Feng Yi looks back to the outside of Eni's lobby, where a marine ship is coming fast. It's actually CP9. Hee, it really is them. It seems that my secretary of Khalifa is here too. After Feng Yi saw the person on the boat, he couldn't help thinking about Isho, Khalifa, who was also one of the beauties Feng Yi was about to harvest, a soap fruit person, but Khalifa still hasn't gotten the soap fruit. Khalifa is Feng Yi's long-established secretary candidate, with beautiful legs in stockings. Of course Feng Yi will not let it go. As for the person Feng Yi saw, it was the strongest Lucci in CP9. Cheetah fruit ability. Where? Anyone on that boat? Nami's eyes lit up when she heard the words, and then she asked Feng Yi. Chapter 205. CP9 completely destroyed. All of the above will be marine Rokushiki, and they are very strong. There are also 2 devil fruit-capable people in it. The overall strength is more than double that of the 2 giants just now. Feng Yi heard the words and nodded and smiled. Really, it's mine. Nami was even more excited when she heard the words, and her delicate body suddenly turned into a cloud and flew away to Lucci and the others. That female Khalifa, remember to bring it back for me. Seeing Nami's movements so fast, Feng Yi couldn't help smiling Isho, and hurriedly shouted at Nami. If Khalifa was also on it, it would be bad if Nami accidentally injured her. Got it, my king. Nami's voice came from a distance, and then Feng Yi saw that Nami landed on the other side's ship. The other members of CP9 also came out immediately, and Khalifa was indeed among them. Hey, who's coming first? Admiral, who's Shichibukai? Seeing Nami landing on CP9's boat, Feng Yi didn't have much to worry about. Now Nami's strength is enough to deal with everyone in CP9. What Feng Yi cares about is which marine reinforcements will come next. Marine Admiral is sure. Shichibukai Feng Yi also learned through the Empress's call. Marine headquarters asked them the distance between Shichibukai and Eni's lobby. That is, if there is a Shichibukai not far from the Eni's lobby, they will definitely come here. Don't let Admiral come, not even give me a chance to shoot. Feng Yi murmured Isho, this attack on Eni's lobby is equivalent to officially declaring war on the marine government, and also to show the world his strength, but if there is no admiral over, Feng Yi will not be able to wait in Eni's lobby all the time. However, it will be more difficult when there are more powerful people coming. Then Feng Yi continued to look at Nami's battle. I saw that under Nami's attack, the 2 fruit power users on the CP9 ship were abolished at once, and they couldn't even display their fruit power. Then CP9's marine Rokushiki attack is even more ridiculous. Under Nami's lightning attack, everyone can only dodge desperately, but the lightning attack, the speed is extremely fast. CP9 members even marine Rokushiki. Powerful, and can't avoid being attacked by lightning. After one hit, it was even more difficult to resist. Under the constant thunder, the members of CP9 became the targets of abuse, and soon all fell on the deck. Only Khalifa stood in the middle of the deck, staring blankly at the way her companions collapsed on the deck. She couldn't believe it, their CP9 team was killed by a girl like this. How is it possible? Asshole. Damn. It's too strong. CP9 members who fell to the ground were all mourning, and at the same time, they all looked at Nami, who had appeared in front of Khalifa, in horror, and they were unwilling to accept the facts in front of them. I first heard that Eni's lobby was attacked, and when they were asked to support them with CP9, they were gearing up, and they were ready to show their skills in this battle, so that the people above would use them more. Who knows, the result is this: they actually 5 in less than a minute, it was all destroyed by a girl. As for Khalifa's safety, they didn't have the time to wonder, and all of them looked at Nami in horror. This beauty with an angel-like appearance and a figure is already more terrifying than the devil in their eyes, and even Lucci looked at Nami with a hint of panic. "Is it Khalifa? My king wants to see you." Looking at Khalifa, Nami couldn't help Vivi's voice, and looked Khalifa up and down. She knew why Feng Yi wanted her, she was completely attracted to her beauty. But today's Nami doesn't care that Feng Yi has more beauties, she has already gotten used to it, and knowing that Khalifa in front of her will be their sister in the future, Nami smiled at Kali. "Litha speaks. My king, your captain, I don't know him, why does he want to see me?" Hearing this, Khalifa was puzzled at first, and then asked Nami vigilantly. Looking at Nami in front of him, Khalifa was somewhat frustrated. She was a beauty, why is her strength so much weaker than the other party? Nami in front of her knew that she was a thief a few years ago, so how could she have such terrifying strength now? In addition to feeling frustrated, Khalifa is also envious. He knew that Nami's strength was due to their captain Feng Yi, and now that Feng Yi wanted to see her, Khalifa was immediately excited. The big pirate with a bounty of 500 million wants to see her. "Follow me obediently, or I will throw them all into the sea to feed the sea kings." No matter whether Khalifa recognizes Feng Yi or not, Nami has defeated the enemy and will naturally go back. I'll go with you." Khalifa hesitated after hearing the words, and was startled by Nami's words, and then he murmured in agreement. No way, she knew that she had no ability to resist. Lucci and the others were not Nami's opponents, she couldn't be. Although he is extremely reluctant to admit it in his heart, Khalifa also knows that this is the case. Nami in front of her is much stronger than her. "Then let's go." Nami heard the words gently issue, her delicate body turned into a cloud again, rolled up Khalifa in it, and flew back to the Eni's lobby together. One person will solve all CP9, and Nami will really become famous this time. Feng Yi watched Nami defeat all CP9 members, and Vivi Isho couldn't help it. Maybe not many people in the world know about CP9, but the world government is aware of his strength. One person wiped out CP9 unscathed, including Lucci. The world government has to be more vigilant about Nami. You must know that the members of CP9 are dispatched together, even if it is not difficult to defeat the 200 million big pirates, but in the hands of Nami, they are all destroyed in less than 5 minutes. Feng Yi can already foresee that after Nami, the bounty will be doubled, and the reign is certain to exceed the time. Because Nami still has a lot of room for growth, and is also the restraint of Devil Fruit's ability, the threat to the world government is far stronger than Xiu. My king. Chapter 206-Destroy Eni's lobby. Then Feng Yi saw Nami coming back, and Khalifa came with him. Feng Yi's eyes were fixed on Khalifa's body, with a delicate and fair face, long brown hair and a shawl, wearing a pair of glasses to add an intellectual beauty, plus the clothes and stockings on his body. Beautiful legs, the whole body is full of secretary temperament. As soon as Feng Yi saw it, the chicken moved. Nami, it's not enough to defeat all the members of CP9. You go and destroy all the buildings, especially the marine flag first, so that your bounty will definitely exceed the reign. Feng Yi looked at Khalifa, but he said to Nami, "Let Nami go first." I'll go right now." How could Nami not know Feng Yi's thoughts, but destroying the buildings above, offering a bounty to become the second member of the Maple Leaf Pirates, but it was also what she wanted most, so she quickly agreed and flew over in the form of clouds and mists. "Khalifa, are you interested in changing careers? Come and be my secretary on my ship." Seeing Nami passing by, Feng Yi spoke to Khalifa in front of him, and as soon as he opened his mouth, he asked Khalifa if he wanted to be his secretary. Ah! Khalifa was shocked when he heard the words, and his cute little mouth opened slightly. Obviously, Feng Yi didn't expect Nami to bring her here, but he fell in love with her and wanted her to be a secretary. Didn't Feng Yi know that she was Marine? Why do you want me to be your secretary? Then Khalifa asked Feng Yi in a low voice, without showing any resistance, anger or other, and wisely asked what he wanted to know. Hey, because this king has a crush on you. Feng Yi hihi isho, a pair of scorching eyes looked at Khalifa unabashedly, letting her know her truest thoughts. Huh. The answer was exactly the same as what he thought, and Khalifa couldn't help but let out a breath. Although he knew it was the case, his pretty face was inevitably reddened. Then Khalifa looked up at Feng Yi boldly and asked. Then can you make me stronger? As powerful as your navigator Nami? Also, are you really strong enough? Can you not be afraid of Admiral and the world government? Asked Feng Yi. She is different from other people in CP9, she has no stubborn idea of allegiance to the world government. In this world, she just wants to live well, and it has always been her dream to become a strong man. Moreover, having a powerful man is also her pursuit, and Feng Yi in front of her completely meets her requirements. As long as you make sure that Feng Yi is strong enough, there is nothing impossible. It's hard for me to answer you. After all, it's not an easy thing for this king to find another Logia devil fruit, and even if you get it, it's up to you whether you can use the devil fruit to the fullest. To Khalifa's words, Feng Yi Vivi replied with a smile. Kali in front of him made him even more satisfied, rational, and it was perfect for him to be his secretary. As for the world government, do you think this king would take the initiative to attack the Enies lobby if he was afraid? Then Feng Yi didn't answer the question behind Khalifa, but asked Khalifa back, and actually answered in disguise. When he said this, Feng Yi was full of strong self-confidence, which made Khalifa have no doubts at all. One last question, why Nami and the others call you king? Khalifa thought about it too, and immediately understood the meaning of Feng Yi. Then asked again. Hey, because this king is now the emperor of Nine Snake Island. Feng Yi heard that he was Ho again and did not hide it from Khalifa. Since he told Khalifa, he would not let her leave and leak the news. Moreover, Feng Yi could sense from Khalifa's emotions that she was quite satisfied with herself, and had no emotions against him. Everything is sane and obedient. Ah! Hearing Feng Yi's words, Khalifa couldn't help but exclaimed again. The news brought her as much shock as Feng Yi dared to attack Enies lobby. She really couldn't imagine that Nine Snake Island actually became Feng Yi's power. So, one of Shichibukai's empresses has also become his woman. This Khalifa was shocked, and he didn't know how to describe it. The most important thing was that the world government still didn't know anything about it, and Feng Yi told her so easily, so it wasn't all Feng Yi's. All the strength is right, she knows that no matter how she is, she will not tell her everything from the beginning. So what is Feng Yi's real strength and power? Khalifa has become very curious, and it seems that life will become very exciting with such a pirate group. Isn't this the most powerful and wonderful life she has always been? Okay, I'll follow you first. As long as you can survive this marine's follow-up reinforcements and attacks, I'll be your secretary. Khalifa didn't think for a long time, she nodded happily to Feng Yi, and at the same time Vivi's pretty face turned red, looking even more beautiful and ruddy. The name of Khalifa was mistaken before, and now it is revised back. Thank you brothers in the book review area for reminding. Because I promised Taru Kongming, I had to be ready to become Taru Kongming's wet secretary at any time. Be prepared to lose yourself at any time. For this, Khalifa apparently already knew the inevitable. Feng Yi only wanted her because of her beauty and secretarial skills. Because if she only had beauty, she believed that Feng Yi would not give her the position of secretary. This is indeed the case. Feng Yi is interested in Khalifa's ability and beauty together. Hey, you'll see, not only will it be fine, but Marine will suffer a huge loss. Feng Yi was overjoyed when he heard that. Khalifa finally agreed, and then smiled at Khalifa. If Admiral feels it, then you can admire the handsome appearance of me killing an admiral. Then Faye laughed softly. What he said was the slightly parted lips that shocked Khalifa again. Khalifa really can't believe that Feng Yi can say something like killing an admiral with such confidence. I don't believe it. You'll know if Admiral arrives. Feng Yi knew that Khalifa couldn't believe it, but Vivi Isho was full of confidence. Chapter 207 Kizaru arrives _. But what Feng Yi didn't say is that if Admiral doesn't arrive within a day, he will be evacuated, so he won't be foolishly waiting here at the Enies lobby until all the real marine reinforcements arrive. Sending dozens of warships to bombard Buster Call is still very lethal, and it is also a relatively big threat to Feng Yi and the others. Then Feng Yi watched as Kuina and the others brought their own pirate group to kill the Enies lobby vigorously. In less than an hour, they wiped out all the marines on the Enies lobby. Killed, only some of those who were thrown into the sea survived, and they dared not swim ashore. As for the buildings above the Enies lobby, under the bombardment of Nami's thunder, not even the slag went up and down, the entire Enies lobby building turned to ashes. Feng Yi's pirate group has also truly experienced Nami's power. I didn't expect that besides Shiyu, there is a woman with such terrifying strength in Feng Yi pirate group. Does that mean that in the Maple Leaf Pirates, in addition to Nami and Shiyu, there is such a powerful existence? They couldn't help being proud again that they were members of the Maple Leaf Pirates. It's really cool to follow such a powerful pirate group. Maybe it's really possible to enter the second half of the Great Voyage Road, and go to the New World. No, that's for sure. Feng Yi's bounty has already caught up with the 4 emperors. Kai. And just when the entire Enies lobby was captured, outside the Enies lobby, a beam of light flashed quickly. Hey, Admiral Kizaru is here. Not bad. This old monkey hates this king the most in Admiral. Let's kill him today and show the world how powerful this king is. Feng Yi immediately sensed Kizaru's mood swings, and hurriedly chuckled. The corners of his mouth twitched, obviously quite excited. Half a year ago, in the pursuit of the Marine Awards, I could only hide in the Phantom and dare not come out. Now is the time to find the scene. Kizaru. Khalifa, who was beside Feng Yi, had been watching Enies lobby being captured, and the buildings above were all destroyed, which was already surprising enough, but when she heard that Admiral arrived, she was even more surprised. No way, for the existence of Admiral's level, it was also her biggest dream before. Kai. Khalifa murmured and exclaimed. A beam of light appeared on the Enies lobby, and the figure appeared. Who else could it be if it wasn't Kizaru? Seal the leaves. Damn brat. Kizaru saw the situation on the Enies lobby for the first time. Seeing that all the Marines were defeated so quickly, but after the buildings above were completely destroyed, Kizaru roared in anger. He is not angry at the dead Marines and the destroyed buildings, but the shame. As the Marine government, the Enies lobby, with its sacred majesty, was actually destroyed by a group of pirates. In his opinion, it is undoubtedly a resounding sound for all Marines. Slap in the face. And he's Marine's Admiral again, so it's certain that he's disgraced. That's why he's so angry. Admiral. It's Admiral Kizaru. Oh my god, it's Admiral Kizaru here. Kizaru roared in anger, so all the pirates on the Enies lobby heard Kizaru's voice. They were still in a hurry to capture the Enies lobby, and they immediately broke out in a cold sweat. Unexpectedly, Admiral was there. We arrived at Enies lobby in half a day. They originally thought that no admiral could arrive so quickly, at least not within a day. For Marine Admiral, they are still in awe. Admiral is too strong in their eyes, a mountain-like existence. Even the 4 Michelle brothers who killed Nico Shang in an instant. After seeing Kizaru's appearance, Vivi's pupils shrank and became worried. They were all panicked, and the pirates below were even more panicked. Don't be afraid, everyone. What is there to be afraid of, Admiral? Boss Feng Yi can definitely handle it. Don't forget, Big Sister Shiyu and Big Sister Nami are both stronger. Feng Yi boss and Ding are stronger. We don't need to be afraid of Marine Admiral at all. Now there is only one person on the other side. He should be afraid of us. Seeing the situation of their subordinates, Nico Shang and the others quickly comforted their subordinates, said loudly and confidently, and comforted themselves at the same time. Hearing their captain's words, those pirates also calmed down immediately. Yes, they still have Boss Feng Yi who hasn't taken any shots. With a reward of 500 million, how can it be a draw with Marine Admiral, and there is only one opponent, and they have so many people, they should be afraid of Admiral. Old monkey, I didn't expect you to come so quickly. Are you in a hurry to reincarnate? To Kizaru's angry roar, Feng Yi of course responded with a playful tone. Little devil, you are courting death, this time there is nothing to protect you. Kizaru said to Feng Yi with a gloomy face when he heard the words. Whoosh. Finished speaking, Kizaru waved a beam of light towards Feng Yi. He didn't want to talk so much nonsense to Feng Yi. He had already received many insults from Feng Yi. Hate. Humph. The face of the restored attack, Feng Yi snorted in disdain, pulled out the rain and dew, and slashed with a knife. All the beams of light emitted by Kizaru were annihilated by Feng Yi. The face of Kizaru's attack, Feng Yi was obviously very calm, and easily shattered Kizaru's attack. This scene fell into the eyes of the pirates, and their confidence in Feng Yi began to swell immediately. As for Kizaru, Vivi shrank when he saw his long eyes. He obviously did not expect that Feng Yi himself would have such a strong strength without the protection of the phantom. Looking at Feng Yefei wielding the knife, it seems that he is not weaker than Hawkeye, who is known as the #1 swordsman. Old monkey, I have to say, your strength has not improved at all compared to half a year ago. Seeing Kizaru's surprised look, Feng Yi couldn't help but feel overwhelmed, and then laughed at Kizaru, just to hit him. HMPH, damn it. Hearing this, Kizaru just snorted and said angrily, and the figure turned into a beam of light and burst into the seal leaf. If you still come with 3 admirals, maybe I'll have to run away again, but you're the only old monkey here, so I don't care. Feng Yi sneered again at Kizaru's attack. The body of anger, now. Voice, a beam of light burst out from Kizaru's body, and immediately blocked in front of Feng Yi. Chapter 208-Battle Kizaru. Boom. Then Kizaru's body of wrath, Variation 4 and Kizaru fought together. Today, I will use your head to sacrifice my pirate flag. Feng Yi haha isho, followed the figure and charged towards Kizaru. Ling Qi's sword energy suddenly gathered on the blade. The degree of condensed sword chi is far from comparable to half a year ago, and it is as sharp as when Qiyu just performed the sword realm move. That's right, in half a year, Feng Yi's ability to produce emotional fruits has skyrocketed and entered the realm of subtlety. As a swordsman, he has also been promoted to a great swordsman. Bloodthirsty fangs. Kai. A bloodthirsty fang flashed past and bit Kizaru. Boom. Kizaru, who was entangled by the body of anger, was unable to block Feng Yi's attack for a while, and was bombarded by Feng Yi and flew out. A blood arrow flew out from the body. How is it possible? Kizaru, who flew upside down, had a look of surprise on his face. He was elementalized just now, but he was injured by Feng Yi. Although it was only a minor injury, it also showed that Feng Yi was able to perfectly integrate Haki into a slash hit inside. This made him, who had never looked at Feng Yi in his eyes, couldn't help being terrified. Haha, are you surprised by my strength? If you are surprised, then you will continue to Terrakong May or die. Haha. Kizaru's surprised expression. Feng Yi knew that Kizaru had never carefully understood his abilities, or that he was disdainful to know his abilities, so he didn't know that his use of Haki had reached a very strong point. Amazing. Weeping ghosts and gods. After laughing, Feng Yi continued to attack Kizaru. The 2 moves of slashing have been displayed. The 2 moves that Feng Yi performed this time, the sword characters formed by the slashing are already the last word for Earth and God, which is the embodiment of the strongest power. Chi. At the same time, under Feng Yi's attack, Kizaru's angry body also opened up to attack Kizaru, turning into a beam of light to wrap around Kizaru. Hiss. Seeing the attack of his clone, and the momentum of Feng Yi's slash, the slash tore the surrounding air, and Kizaru couldn't help but be extremely vigilant. Damn, why is this kid so powerful? When did he become a great swordsman? An 18-year-old great swordsman. Kizaru's heart was shocked. Feng Yi's strength far exceeded his expectations, not to mention copying other people's devil fruit ability. Even Feng Yi himself has reached the level of a great swordsman. Great swordsman, he reached this level at the age of 18 in terms of degree. In history, no one has become a great swordsman at such a young age. Even Hawkeye only became a great swordsman after he was in his 20s. Genius, whether it is the use of fruit ability or the comprehension of swordsmanship, Feng Yi is undoubtedly a super genius. Such a person, if they grow up, is absolutely incredible, and must be obliterated as soon as possible. In addition to being shocked in his heart, Kizaru immediately realized this, and he became more and more serious about Feng Yi's murderous intention. Humph. Want to kill me? I don't know who died today. Perceiving Kizaru's killing intent, Feng Yi couldn't help snorting at Kizaru. Kizaru was shocked again. Feng Yi actually knew what he was thinking. Observation Haki, you are also awakened. Then Kizaru exclaimed. He knew that Feng Yi had awakened Conqueror Haki, and those who possessed Conqueror Haki could awaken Observation Haki and Armament Haki again through cultivation, but he didn't expect to have awakened so quickly. Haha, that's right, surprised, jealous. Then go to hell, haha. Feng Yi laughed and laughed. 2 slashes fell under Feng Yi's slash, and in an instant, he flashed up at Kizaru. The words, Earth, and God, slashed right in front of Kizaru. Damn. Kizaru scolded, knowing that Feng Yi's slash contains Haki in it, which can hurt him in elemental form. Quickly want to dodge away. Kai. But before Kizaru moved, he was entangled in his own body of anger, and he couldn't dodge at all. Looking at Feng Yi's appearance, he was actually trying to entangle him with the body of anger, and the two of them would be killed together. Despicable. Kizaru could only curse fiercely in his heart. Feng Yi's attack method is really despicable. The ability of the fruit to copy a clone with the same ability as the enemy is already a very despicable ability, and the attack method is so despicable, Kizaru is really depressed. Boom. Kizaru, who was entangled, couldn't dodge when Feng Yi's slash attack came, and could only watch Feng Yi's slash bombard him. Kai. Feng Yi's 2 slashes were exactly on Kizaru and his body of anger, and entangled Kizaru's body of anger. Under Feng Yi's slashes, they were first bombarded by Peng San, which turned into a beam of light and dissipated. Then the rest of the slashes hit Kizaru fiercely. Puff. Kizaru's figure immediately emerged from the elemental state, and the figure flew out backwards, and a wound blood arrow spurted out from the chest. 2 consecutive moves. Kizaru suffered all losses from Feng Yi's 2 consecutive moves. And this time it was even more serious. The blood from the wound was dripping continuously. Haha, good. Boss Feng Yi is really awesome. It's amazing. As this Admiral Kizaru, he was beaten by the boss Feng Yi. The pirates below saw that Feng Yi had injured Kizaru with 2 consecutive moves, and all of them roared in excitement, cheering for Feng Yi. Just now, they were a little worried about the appearance of Kizaru, but now the last trace of fear in their hearts has disappeared. So what about Admiral? He is not the opponent of their boss Feng Yi at all. This isn't true. Khalifa, who stayed in the distance, saw Feng Yi hit Kizaru with 2 easy moves in a row, and his lips were slightly parted, and he murmured in disbelief. Chapter 209-Kill Kizaru. Although Feng Yi has said before that he can defeat Admiral-level existences, Khalifa still doesn't believe it. Now that Feng Yi is really abusing Kizaru, of course he is shocked. CP9 ship in the distance all climbed up from the deck at this time, watching Kizaru being beaten by Feng Yi. They also felt very unbelievable. Then there was panic. I didn't expect that in addition to Nami, who could wipe out their CP9, the Feng Yi pirates' strength was so terrifying. Before, they wanted to defeat all the pirate attacks with their CP9, but now it's ridiculous. Little devil, you are courting death. As for Kizaru, his face at this time is not to mention ugly, and he was beaten by Feng Yi in front of so many people. This is definitely the biggest insult to him in history. Whoosh! After roaring angrily at Feng Yi, Kizaru rushed to Feng Yi again. Without the entanglement of his clone body of anger, he would still be his opponent if he didn't. In his opinion, the fusion of Feng Yi's slash and haki only brought him some threats, and his own clone was his headache. After all, he is confident in his own strength, and of course he knows how bad it is to be entangled by another self. Hey, I'll let you try the other fruit abilities I developed. The original Enel also died from this trick. Feng Yi looked at Kizaru, who burst out again, and Vivi Isho couldn't help it. Rage bomb. Then Feng Yi murmured in a low voice. Boom. I saw that the light beam that was originally shot at Feng Yi suddenly exploded with a bang, turning into countless rays of light. Wow. After all the flashes of light gathered together again, Kizaru's figure appeared again. As soon as it appeared, a mouthful of blood spurted out of his mouth, and his face was extremely pale. But these are not important. The important thing is that Kizaru's eyes looking at Feng Yi at this time are completely replaced by fear. He has no idea what happened to the attack just now, and his original anger suddenly became incomparable. Angry, and then the body exploded with a bang. Fortunately, he is in the state of elementalization, but this has also caused him to be seriously injured, even more serious than the injury just now. What kind of ability is this? Kizaru looked at Feng Yi in horror and asked unwillingly. He wanted to know what force he was hit by. Haha, it's okay to tell you. Anyway, now I'm not afraid that the ability of the fruit will be known. You Marines have always thought that my fruit is a replica fruit. Feng Yi couldn't help laughing when he heard this. Looking at Kizaru with an ugly face, he felt very refreshed. Isn't it? Kizaru asked suspiciously. Shocked in my heart, could it be that Feng Yi's fruit ability is very special? Hey, I'll tell you today. By the way, I'll let you die clearly, and let everyone in the world know about my abilities. Let's see who dares to provoke me in the future. Feng Yi Hihi Isho. My devil fruit ability is called Emotion Fruit. It can control all emotions. For example, I can make you angry. Let anger increase your attack power, but make you lose your calm. It can also make you very depressed, and you don't need to do anything. As long as I think about you, you will be very depressed, and then your strength will be greatly reduced. These are just the basic abilities of the emotional fruit. Feng Yi said slowly. However, this first ability shocked everyone who heard it. You can control the emotions of others and affect the combat effectiveness of the enemy. This is an amazing combat cheat. All the first to understand the benefits of this ability. The use of fruit ability is divided into 4 levels. You know this. The first level is the ability I just mentioned. As for the second level, it is the ability of the clone that you think. It is just the improvement of my emotional fruit, which is able to concretize my emotions, except for the body of anger, depression, sadness, excitement. Any kind of emotion can be concretized. It's just that the embodied strength of anger is stronger. Quote. Feng Yi continued. When the Sky Island emotional fruit reaches the peak of the second level, he will be able to visualize all emotions. As for the number I can materialize, this is a secret, but I can tell you that the number I can materialize at the same time is no less than 10. Then Feng Yi was proud of Isho again, but upon hearing this, Kizaru's face turned completely pale with horror. And the attack you just received is the first ability of the third level of my emotional fruit. Emotional bomb. When your emotions fluctuated the most, I could use your own emotions to detonate it. If you are not if the Logia fruit is capable, it can now be crushed to pieces. Feng Yi then said the ability that Kizaru wanted to know. By the way, whether it's emotional materialization, or emotional bombs, there is no defense. How is this possible? Kizaru was completely stunned to hear that. This kind of fruit ability is too unbelievable. There is no way to defend. No, in theory, there is no attack that cannot be defended. From the ability of the defense introduction, as long as the enemy's own emotions do not fluctuate too much, the defensive emotional bomb will not work. However, how could this be possible? It is very difficult for people to control their own emotional fluctuations. What's more, what if you control it? The basic ability of Feng Yi's emotional fruit can cause strong fluctuations in the enemy's emotions, and then you can use emotional bombs. Therefore, when Feng Yi's ability comes out, basically as long as he faces Feng Yi's enemies, he will be very sad. If he has no way to defend himself, he can only consume Feng Yi's emotional bombs, but God knows Feng Yi's mood bomb can be cast several times. No one wants to go up and try. It is even more impossible to consume with Xiao Luo. Feng Yi is not stupid enough to cast emotional bombs on small characters. There is only bitterness and unwillingness in Kizaru's heart. He never thought that he would be defeated by this ability. Humph. Chapter 210-Kill Kizaru continued. Kizaru snorted coldly, and immediately turned into a beam of light and blasted away in the direction from which it came. He was seriously injured, not to mention whether Feng Yi could cast an emotional bomb again. Even if he couldn't, he was not Feng Yi's opponent, let alone with so many pirates here. Kizaru immediately chose to escape in order to save his life. Although this will make him even more embarrassed, but what if the embarrassment is better than being killed? Kizaru had just figured out the purpose of Feng Yi. Today, he attacked Eni's lobby to show his strength to the world, so killing him is a sure thing. If you don't run at this time, wait. Kai. Suddenly, Kizaru's figure was 100 meters away. This is still when Kizaru is seriously injured, otherwise the speed will be faster. The ability of the glitter fruit should be the fastest to escape. Escaped. Admiral Kizaru was hit hard by Feng Yi's two moves, and he ran away immediately. The pirates who saw Kizaru fleeing below were dumbfounded and unbelievable. They were still very afraid of Kizaru's arrival just now. It's so exciting for their eyes. Of course, it also made them even more excited and full of pride. What about Marine Admiral? Under the power of their Feng Yi boss, they could only escape. It's just a pity that it was run away. This is the sigh of all the pirates after seeing Kizaru fleeing 100 meters away. It would be more perfect if Boss Feng Yi could kill Kizaru. Marine Admiral, I have never heard of anyone who killed Marine Admiral. Humph, it's not that easy to run. Seeing this, Feng Yi couldn't help but snorted coldly. He had expected Kizaru to run away, so Feng Yi's ability to make emotional bombs was prepared early in the morning. Just wait for Kizaru to leave. Fear bomb. Blast it. Then Feng Yi is the cruel and cold Isho. Kizaru's emotional fluctuation is the strongest emotion at this time, so of course Feng Yi casts a fear bomb. Not good. Kizaru, who was fleeing, felt the sudden and rapid expansion of his fear. He immediately became horrified. I was very anxious and tried my best to suppress my fear. However, Kizaru, who was so afraid of dying that he ran away, not only couldn't suppress the fear, but instead fueled the fear. Fuck. Knowing that he couldn't suppress his fear, Kizaru opened his mouth and cursed. Curse under the fear to vent. Boom. And after Kizaru scolded, the beam of his incarnation exploded again with a bang. The second emotional bomb, Kizaru still couldn't defend it. No, it couldn't defend, it can only be said that it was not suppressed. The sudden surge of fear cannot be suppressed, it can only be swelled to an explosion. Chi. After the beam turned into countless rays of light and exploded, the blasted rays of light did not gather together again this time, but dissipated. Disappeared into the air. Dead. Is it dead? Is Admiral Kizaru dead? The pirates who saw this scene were shocked again. They had seen Feng Yi's ability just now, so they knew that this time Kizaru was bombarded by Feng Yi's emotional bomb again. But all the light disappeared, and they didn't know if Kizaru was dead, didn't see the corpse, and didn't see any blood, just disappeared completely. Haha, Admiral Kizaru, it's not dead yet. Just when the pirates were puzzled, Feng Yi laughed out loud at this time. Was originally excited about killing Kizaru himself, of course shared his excitement with them immediately after sensing the doubts of his subordinates, telling them that Kizaru was killed by himself. Killing Admiral, of course the more people know about this, the better. Long live Boss Feng Yi. After hearing Feng Yi's words, all the pirates were shocked. Unexpectedly, Feng Yi really killed an admiral. The pirates were in an uproar again, and then they all shouted, "Long live, Boss Feng Yi." Really, Kizaru was really killed. Khalifa was also stunned when she heard the words, and then murmured that she did not dare to accept the truth. She thought that Feng Yi might be able to compete with Admiral, but she did not expect that Feng Yi could really kill Admiral. And it's still so easy. There are only 3 moves before and after, it's too scary. But that's fine, such a strong man will be my boss in the future. But then Khalifa was excited about Isho. Feng Yi was so strong, she believed that she could also become stronger with Feng Yi's help. Feng Yi, it has already been proved by her actions that she can be protected completely, so from the next moment she will also forget the fact that she was a member of CP9. From now on, I will be the secretary of the great pirate Captain Feng Yi. Khalifa secretly thought. Looking at Feng Yi's figure, his eyes gleamed for a while. Feng Yi was not only powerful, but also handsome, and he was strong enough to have an aura. Such men are rare. Nico Bear, Instant Kill, and Brother Michelle, let the brothers put the valuable and useful things on the island and leave. Feng Yi felt proud of Isho in Khalifa's emotional changes, and then ordered the captains of his pirate group. Got it, boss? Yes. Haha, got it. Hearing Feng Yi's words, they all nodded in response to killing them in an instant, and then asked his subordinates to move Bailey, the property and some guns that had been robbed on the Ennie's lobby to the pirates. When the pirates heard that they were leaving, they didn't dare to stop, and they all quickly acted according to what their captain said. Because they also know that Marine's reinforcements will arrive soon. For safety's sake, it's better for them to evacuate. Ennie's lobby has been captured by them. Yes, it's dangerous. Soon, under the actions of the pirates, the money worth more than 1 billion Bailey was moved to the pirate ship, and then a total of 4 pirate ships left the Ennie's lobby. Ennie's lobby, hee, let's try my best blow. Chapter 211 shocked the world. Feng Yi, who was standing on top of the dragon head of the blood dragon, couldn't help chuckling as he looked at Ennie's lobby, who was still emitting black smoke. After his strength had advanced, he hadn't tried his strongest attack power yet. So I suddenly thought of using Ennie's lobby to test it. The blood dragon is sailing retrograde, so even though Feng Yi is standing on the bow facing the Ennie's lobby, the hull is constantly moving away from the Ennie's lobby. Retrograde sailing, which can only be done under the guidance of Nami's sailing skills. The pirates on the 3 pirate ships of the Sha pirate group can only watch the retrograde voyage of the blood dragon with amazed eyes. Sister Nami is really amazing. I have decided that in addition to the boss Feng Yi, Nami is the person I admire the most. Me too. Sister Nami is too strong. Not only is she beautiful, but her sailing skills are also so strong. The pirates on the other 3 pirate ships are good at it, and all of them can't help but worship. Wait. What is that? What is Boss Feng Yi going to do? But then, the eyes of the pirates were attracted by the Feng Yi on the bow. They saw that Feng Yi actually pulled out the rain and dew, and the tip of the knife pointed at the Ennie's lobby. Boss Feng Yi isn't going to cut the Ennie's lobby in half, right? A pirate involuntarily exclaimed in amazement, and even he felt unbelievable after saying that. No one is so powerful that he can split an island in half, and it is still such a large island. The other pirates were also amazed. Feng Yi ignored their thoughts at this time, he just wanted to try the destructive power of his strongest attack below. Body of rage, come out. First of all, Feng Yi greeted a body of his own anger. Kai. Feng Yi's body of anger appeared on Feng Yi's side in an instant, standing tall in the void. Boom. Immediately after Feng Yi released the Conqueror Haki on his body, an invisible Haki burst out from Feng Yi's body like dozens of volcanoes, and the whole sea trembled. Even if Feng Yi's control of Haki was perfect, a trace of Haki leaked out and made them stunned. There are also the Marines who fell into the water around the Ennie's lobby, and the Marines who climbed up the Ennie's lobby after Feng Yi and the others left. Feng Yi didn't control the hockey shooting in that direction, but all of those Marines were all at once. I passed out in a coma, and there is no one left. The stronger ones were killed by Kuina and the others long ago, and the ones who survived were all weak. How could they resist the suppression of Feng Yi's conqueror hockey? This time, there is no need for those pirates to guess. Just looking at Feng Yi's appearance, they know that Feng Yi is going to attack the Ennie's lobby. Destroy the world. Feng Yi's body of anger first displayed a sword skill that brought up the sword realm. I saw that the entire Ennie's lobby was instantly filled with a sword realm, and the sky was full of thunder, ready to crash down at any time. Destroy the world. Boom. After Feng Yi's body of anger used the sword realm sword skills, Feng Yi's own momentum suddenly erupted. The breath on Feng Yi's body actually had a crimson aura, the same crimson red as the body of anger. This is because Feng Yi exploded with the power of anger, detonating his own anger, so that he entered a state of rage, and his strength was instantly doubled. Don't underestimate this doubling, thinking that it is not as powerful as the 3 times when Feng Yi used his rage. In the past, Feng Yi only had the strength of a swordsman, but now he is a great swordsman. Doubling the power is already a very terrifying thing. The fruit of Nico bears anger, and now it has entered into the advanced level. The power is only 90%, not doubled. The branch fruit is the branch fruit, and the promotion is definitely not as powerful as the main fruit, unless Nico Shang's use of the fruit of anger has entered the final control and advanced. Destroy the world. Boom. After the strength was doubled by the violent state, Feng Yi also displayed the sword-level sword skill of Death by Heaven and Earth. The entire sea rumbled once again, and the sword realm that could only cover half of the Ennie's lobby under Feng Yi's body of anger was doubled in an instant, covering the entire Ennie's lobby. The sword realm of Feng Yi's body of anger, and the sword realm of Feng Yi's own, all at once merged together. This is not as simple as 1 + 1 = 2, the fusion of 2 identical sword skills at least doubles the power of Death by Heaven. The pirates who saw this scene were all startled and dumbfounded. With your mouth wide open, you can't find anything to express the shock in your heart, you can only open your mouth wide and stare blankly. Destroy it. Regardless of the pirates' reaction, Feng Yi saw the sword realm that he displayed with satisfaction, and then gave a low cry. The rain in his hand slashed down fiercely. Boom 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 boom. The terrifying roar resounded, covering the countless thunder and lightning in the void on the entire Ennie's lobby, and it poured down in an instant. The entire Ennie's lobby was instantly filled with thunder and lightning, and the powerful thunder light stabbed everyone's eyes. In the end, only a strong cracked thunder light could be seen, and nothing else could be seen. When they were able to see the things in front of them again, they were shocked again. Ennie's lobby that had completely disappeared on the sea. Everyone was silent for a long time, unable to say anything. It was too shocking. The Ennie's lobby of Nuoda disappeared like this. They really doubt that if marine reinforcements arrive after they leave, can they be sure that the Ennie's lobby is on the sea ahead? It's amazing. Is heavenly judgment. Although it is only a sword realm, it seems that Ennie's lobby was destroyed by my king's sword realm lightning, but it was actually my king's slash. But it is also a lightning sword realm. I bet it will be a real thunder and lightning, when I can use the attack of the thunder to make it destroyed by heaven and earth. Seeing Feng Yi attacking Nami, her beautiful eyes flashed again and again at this time. Her heart was full of excitement, and she found a direction and target for the improvement of her attack power. Let's go. Let's rest and rest, we have another goal tomorrow. Then Feng Yi smiled at the moment he stopped to kill them. Yes. Chapter 212 _ Boss. All the pirates responded, excited in their hearts. There is still a goal tomorrow, it's really cool. Although they don't know where the target is this time, this kind of attack on the important base of the Marine Division headquarters is really cool. Hey, take a good night's rest, the next goal is Impel Down. Now my personal strength is enough, but my subordinates are too few. There are so many pirates in Impel Down. As long as I rescue them, with the ability of emotional fruit, I can't easily make them surrender. Feng Yi smiled secretly in his heart. For so many powerful pirates in Impel Down, Kong Mei has been heartbroken for a long time. However, Feng Yi's actions this time cannot be discovered by Marine. Neither can the movements of the ships. Feng Yi is going to surprise Impel Down while Marine is focusing on Annie's lobby. The world government probably never dreamed that Feng Yi had just attacked and destroyed the Annie's lobby, and he was about to attack Impel Down. Marine eyeliner within the range of emotional perception, he would kill them all one by one, using the ability of emotional bombs to kill them one by one. Against ordinary enemies, Feng Yi's emotional bomb can be used as many times as you want. What's going on? Didn't it say before that we could reach Annie's lobby in half an hour? Why is it half an hour now, and I haven't even seen the shadow of Annie's lobby? Marine ship going to the Annie's lobby for rescue. A Vice Admiral frowned at the soldiers under him and asked. Report to Mr. Vice Admiral, and your subordinates don't know what's going on. The Annie's lobby should be right in front, but you can't see it from above. The soldier heard the words and replied immediately. Don't worry, contact the Vice Admirals on other ships and ask them who has arrived at Annie's lobby. They agreed to gather outside Annie's lobby, but they didn't even see the shadow of Annie's lobby. Vice Admiral hearing this, he said depressedly, and then ordered the soldiers. Yes, Lord Vice Admiral. At this time, the Marine warships outside the Annie's lobby gathered from all directions, and generally encountered this situation, and the shadow of the Annie's lobby was no longer there. Marine ships that came to support, they discovered a terrible fact, that the Annie's lobby had disappeared. At first they couldn't believe it. But when their ships met and dozens of ships converged, they had to believe it. They came from all directions and didn't see Annie's lobby, only it means that the Annie's lobby is gone. This is incredible. It's only been more than half a day, and the Annie's lobby has lost contact with everything, and now it has disappeared. I heard that Admiral Kizaru didn't come here. Why did he disappear? There is no information at all. We still have to obey Kizaru Admiral's arrangements, but what about the Kizaru Admiral people? All the Vice Admiral gathered together, all of them could not help but wonder. Soon they will contact the headquarters. What? Annie's lobby disappeared. Sengoku opened his mouth wide and murmured, the news was a little too shocking. What did you say? Kizaru disappeared too. Then Sengoku was shocked again. Kizaru contacted him when he arrived at Annie's lobby. Now that Annie's lobby has disappeared, Kizaru has disappeared, and he has not contacted him yet, which makes Sengoku think of a terrible result. Instructing all Marines to stand by, Sengoku called Kizaru's phone bug. The result really made Sengoku's heart sink, and he couldn't get in touch with Kizaru. So there is only one possibility, and that is Kizaru was killed. Is this possible? Does that Feng Yi have such strength? Sengoku murmured in disbelief. Then Sengoku remembered that the members of CP9 were coming, and immediately dialed their phone bug and got all the information. The fact that he didn't want to believe. At the same time, under the spread of sealed leaves, Annie's lobby was destroyed, Marine Admiral Kizaru was killed, the news spread all over the world in less than 2 days. Shocked, the whole world was shocked. No one thought that the captain of the Maple Leaf Pirates would be so bold when he came back, attacked Annie's lobby, and even razed it to the ground. The uneven ground was not seen, and also killed Marine Admiral Kizaru. Compared to this, the 3 pirate groups of over 100 million such as the instant kill are a matter of the pirate group under the Maple Leaf Pirates, but it is not so shocking. However, the combination still shocked everyone. It was immediately discovered that the strength of the Maple Leaf Pirates was so powerful. It was only when they learned about the Annie's lobby from the latest bounty list, they were shocked again, but it was much less than the previous ones. Shiyu became the world's first female great swordsman, and Nami was defeated. The secret organization of the world government. Everyone knows that the Maple Leaf Pirates are truly on the rise. The strength is so strong that in the first half of the Great Voyage Road, no one pirate group dares to think about them, even some Shichibukai. Haha, the latest bounty list has arrived, let's see how much our latest bounty has reached. Feng Yi and the others were stopping at the ground a day's walk from Impel Down. It was Feng Yi who got the latest bounty list, and immediately brought the boats together, laughing loudly. Nami, come and see, and tell us everyone's latest bounty. Then Feng Yi gave all the reward list in his hand to Nami, and then said to Nami. Good. Nami nodded to Isha when she heard the words, and hurriedly took the bounty list from Feng Yi. She also wanted to know how much the bounty had reached after this incident. Over 100 million is for sure, but the problem is hundreds of millions. Imagine Nami feeling excited and looking forward to it. Like Nami, and all the women in Feng Yi, of course, killing them all in an instant is full of expectations. Basically everyone is full of expectations, including Feng Yi himself. The first one is from Captain Nico Bear. The bounty is 150 million. Chapter 213_high bounty. The first is Nico Shang's, 150 million Bailey, which is tens of millions more than before. Wow, the captain is amazing. Ha ha. As soon as Nami's voice fell, there were bursts of cheers on the Nico Bear boat, and the Nico Bear was also smiling with cracked teeth. Apparently happy with his latest bounty. Kill captain in an instant, 160 million Bailey. Then it was killed in an instant, and the crew on the same boat cheered. Well, the three captains' bounties are all lined up together. Captain Michelle's 140 million Baileys. Nami continued to laugh. And Michelet, 120 million Baileys. Then Nami revealed the names of some of the bounties on their ship that were also offered or re-established, and the bounty was released, and those from the Sealing Leaf Pirates were all collected by Nami first. About half an hour later, Nami finished all the bounty lists. Of course, they are all the pirates of the Maple Leaf Pirates. The Maple Leaf Pirates have not announced it yet. Every pirate named and rewarded is excited and roared, and the increased bounty is also excited. Sister Nami, hurry up and publish the bounty list for everyone on the Maple Leaf ship. Yeah, Big Sister Nami, we are all waiting. We still don't know the reward of Big Sister Nami and Boss Feng Yi. Yeah, Nami, please hurry up. Satisfy our little curiosity. Then all the pirates shouted at Nami. They learned about their bounty, and now the city can't wait to know how much Feng Yi and their bounty are. The Maple Leaf Pirates are undoubtedly the strongest, and the bounty gin must be very high. They just want to know that Nami Feng Yi and their bounty are high enough. Hee, then I'll announce it. Nami gently issued, and no longer hangs their appetite. She first glanced to know the situation, others don't know. First of all, my sister Nojiko, 40 million Baileys. Sister Maggie, 42 million Baileys. Sister Kuina, 80 million Bailey. Sister Tashigi, 50 million Bailey. Sister Belmere, 60 million bells. Sister Kaya, 10 million Baileys. Because she participated in the destruction of the Ennies lobby, she was raised to 10 million Baileys, and her abilities are not known to the world government, so the bounty is still not high. Otherwise the combat effectiveness is not strong. With its auxiliary ability, it will definitely exceed 100 million. Sister Yushin, 45 million Baileys. Sister Vivi, 30 million Baileys. Sister Lola, 3,005 million Bailey. Miss Fingers. Xiao Ai, 14 million Baileys. Miss Going Joe. Tespenny, 18 million Baileys. Miss Valentine's Day. Sister Robin, 170 million Baileys. When it came to Robin, there was finally a bounty with a bounty of over 100 million. But it was over 100 million before, but not now. The people on the other pirates were stunned when they heard a series of such high bounties. Although I knew that the girls were so powerful, it was quite shocking to hear the bounty announced by them one by one. Frightened like a fool. And Sister Shiu's, 250 million Bailey. Then it was finally time to reign. As soon as the bounty of 250 million Bailey came out, everyone cheered wildly again. The bounty was already higher than that of their captains. And my Miss Ben, 300 million Baileys. In the end, Nami laughed again and said her bounty, with a look of excitement and pride on her face. Nami never thought that when she was worth 300 million Bailey, she used to stealing everywhere for 100 million Baileys. Thinking about Nami makes me feel extremely happy in life now. Wow. Miss Nami is too strong. It's amazing. As soon as Nami's bounty came out, it naturally caused another uproar. Although they had guessed it, the pirates were still frightened, and all of them exclaimed in amazement. Khalifa stood on the side hearing the words, but she was also dumbfounded. The bounty on this pirate group was so high that she dared not imagine how high it was. After the shock, Khalifa was excited. Feng Yi promised to help her become stronger, and in the future, she can also have such a high bounty. At this time, Marine didn't know the news that Khalifa joined the Maple Leaf Pirates, so Khalifa was not offered a bounty. Where's the boss of Feng Yi? How much is Feng Yi boss? Yeah, big sister Nami quickly said that Feng Yi's boss. We are anxious to death. Then the pirates roared even more anxiously. Everyone wants to know that as their strongest response boss, the boss of the captain, the bounty is as high as above, and they are ready to be scared to death. 600 million, or 650 million. Have you passed 600 million? Could it be more than 700 million? All the pirates are boldly guessing in their hearts, and the bounties that have flashed in their hearts make them feel their hearts racing. The blood is boiling. Captain Feng Yi's bounty, yes. Looking at all the pirates looking forward to, Nami couldn't help. Vivi Isho picked up the bounty list, suppressed her excitement, and said slowly. Seeing what everyone was looking forward to, Nami took a naughty meal. Huh. The pirates didn't even dare to come out, just waiting to hear how much Feng Yi's latest bounty was. The entire sea was filled with a tense and suffocating atmosphere. 800 million. What? Chapter 214-800 million. 800 million. God. Hearing the huge bounty from Nami's mouth, all the pirates took a deep breath. It was too shocking, and the bounty was increased by 300 million compared to the original. It has only been a few days since the last time the bounty was raised. First, the bounty was raised by about 300 million. In less than a few days, it was raised by another 300 million, which is the bounty offered by Feng Yi within this month. It has soared by 600 million. What a terrifying number. No pirate has ever raised the bounty so terrifyingly. They can already predict that when Feng Yi's latest bounty comes out, the world will definitely shake again, and it will shake even more than the last time. Nico Shang and the others were also stunned when they heard the words, and then they were excited, and they really followed the right person. Although it's a little uncomfortable to become someone else's pirate group before entering the new world, but you have to choose one side anyway, and it's okay to be early. What's more, they believe that Feng Yi's current strength is enough to fight against the four emperors. At the very least, Feng Yi's bounty is no less than that of one of the four emperors. Ha ha, don't you think our bounty is still too small? While everyone was still silent in the shock of the latest reward list, Feng Yi laughed out loud. Say a sturdy word that makes them even more shocked. With a bounty of 800 million yuan, is Feng Yi still too little? Feng Yi looked at them, and Vivi Isho said full of hockey. You won't forget where our goal is this time, hee. Marine prison, impel down. This time we are going to destroy a marine gathering place again, and we will release all the pirates in it. When you said, will our bounty go up again? Quote. Yeah. God, Feng Yi boss's bounty is already high enough, and if you hit impel down again. Then. Everyone was really shocked. They should have been able to think of it, but they were shocked all the time. They forgot about it. After the impel down, their bounty will continue to soar. Huh. For a time, everyone felt the blood in their bodies boiling. They were creating legends and miracles. The pirates who belonged to the Maple Leaf Pirates were going to stage a miracle that the bounty soared for the world. Although they won't improve much, but their head, Feng Yi's boss, can do it. They are helping Feng Yi to create a legend with a soaring bounty. It's no wonder that they are not excited. Kill. We're going to kill impel down too. Let the bounty of boss Feng Yi soar again. Roar. Excited, all the pirates raised their hands and roared with enthusiasm. I can't wait to get into the Impel Down now. Okay, what our pirate team wants is this killing energy, start at full speed, and target Impel Down. Feng Yi felt the enthusiasm of his subordinates, and Feng Yi was also full of pride in his heart, and then he ordered to all the pirates. Yes. Roar. As soon as Feng Yi's voice fell, all the pirates asked in unison, and then they each drove the pirate ship quickly. That kind of momentum, like a ferocious beast in the sea, rushed towards the direction of Impel Down. Feng Yi stood on the dragon head of the blood dragon, closing his eyes and resting. In fact, Feng Yi was absorbing and refining the emotional fluctuations from all over the world. Because of Feng Yi's relationship, the world's emotional fluctuations are all fed back to Feng Yi, constantly nourishing Feng Yi's emotional fruit ability. After the Sky Island came down, when Feng Yi offered a bounty of 500 million Bailey, the emotional fluctuations brought by the world doubled Feng Yi's fruit ability. Now Feng Yi destroys any's lobby, and the bounty has reached 800 million. The mood swings are even more intense. Feng Yi can feel that the fruit ability in his body is constantly getting stronger and stronger almost every moment. If it continues like this, Feng Yi does not need to comprehend it by himself, relying on the powerful fruit ability emotional fruit ability. I will transform into the fourth realm, the realm of control. In just a few days, my fruit ability has tripled. It's really a quick, convenient and effective way to improve. Feng Yi sighed in his heart, he was so happy. After the Impel Down incident, even if the fruit ability can't be advanced to the level of control, it's not much worse. Even if I fight against Whitebeard, I won't be afraid. Feng Yi murmured excitedly in his heart. It was only a matter of time before his emotional fruit ability advanced to the realm of control. Soon, the sea route that originally took a day, Feng Yi and the others arrived in half a day and came to the outside of Impel Down. It's just that the sky and the sea are in front of you, and you can't see where the Impel Down is. Boss, Impel Down is inside. There's a gate made of steel wall blocking it. How do we get in? Said to Feng Yi that he had been to Impel Down once, so he knew that Impel Down was in front of him, and the color of the gate was exactly the same as that of Tianai. Those who didn't know it didn't even know that Impel Down was in front. Instant Killer can rely on the huge sea spiral in front to know that the front is the gate of Impel Down. Because the sea water is blocked by the gate, the sea vortex in front will form. If the gate is opened, it will disappear. It is the first line of defense in Impel Down. What about gates made of steel? Feng Yi couldn't help but chuckle when he heard this. Leave it to me. Feng Yi then confident Isho. Yes, boss. Immediately kill and answer immediately. As for the other pirates, including Nami and the others, they were looking at the sea in front of them in wonder, where is there a shadow of the gate? And what about those giant sea eddies in front? Only Yushin and a few who have observation hockey can perceive the inner voice. So they know that the Impel Down is indeed in front, but they are also very curious about what the Impel Down inside is like. The city wall made of steel has a hard defense higher than any's lobby. A few days ago, I might have had difficulty breaking through it, but now it has become a test of my attack power. Dash 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 dash. Chapter 215 Impel Down. Looking at the steel gate in front of him, Feng Yi couldn't help feeling cold. Isho. Report to the deputy warden. 4 pirate ships have appeared outside Impel Down. In the guard room of the big prison, a jailer reported to a blonde beauty that she saw a blindfold on her face. The blonde hair was long and curly, like an ocean wave. With that slightly charming face, even in military uniforms, he couldn't hide his charming temperament. The beauty deputy chief is Domino, one of the 2 beautiful officers in Impel Down. A pirate ship actually came to Impel Down on their own initiative. Could it be that they wanted to be locked in a hurry? What kind of pirate group is that? When Domino heard the words, she couldn't help but let out a sigh, and then asked seriously. She was so serious about everything. Returning to the deputy guard, it is the Maple Leaf Pirates, and it's 3 pirates. They are the Killing Pirates, the Michelle Pirates, and the Burst Bear Pirates. When the jailer heard Domino's words, he immediately replied respectfully. What? It's actually the Maple Leaf Pirates. Domino, who didn't care much about it, stood up by the way and screamed in surprise. She already knew yesterday about the Maple Leaf Pirates and their 3 pirates destroying the Ennie's lobby. I just didn't expect that in just a few days, the Maple Leaf Pirates would appear outside Impel Down. It seems that it will never be as simple as visiting. Hurry up and report this to the director, and I'll take a look. Then Domino ordered to the jailer. Yes, Deputy Warden. The jailer replied respectfully, and then left. Domino then quickly came to the surveillance room, and immediately saw the figures of the Fengye pirates and their pirates from the screen. HMPH, what about the Maple Leaf Pirates? As long as the steel gate of Impel Down doesn't open, you don't even want to come in. Seeing this, Domino was secretly proud of himself. Look seriously, all she has to do is look at it, just keep the door from being opened. Buster call in the windless sea after the gate was opened, Domino still dared not put Fengye and the others in. Zheng Jin's 3 major Marine Admiral Siege Fengye failed to kill each other, though the number of battleships is obviously not a big threat to Fengye, and the power of Buster Call cannot threaten the opponent. She just needs to hold the gate and wait for the director to notify Marine headquarters before sending someone over. At that time, someone will naturally clean up Fengye's group. What does he want? Can't he break through the steel gate? Then, when he saw Fengye's figure swinging his knife in the direction of the steel gate on the screen, Domino couldn't help but be surprised. Humph! Impossible, no one can break the steel gate. Then Domino snorted softly at that time. However, when she saw the Sword Realm sword skills displayed by Fengye on the screen, she was not so confident and calm, and her beautiful eyes widened instantly. Boom! The surveillance of a group of pirates and Impel Down. The steel gate of Impel Down was smashed by the leaf ceiling slash, and a huge mouth was blasted out, as if a hole had been blasted between the heaven and the earth. It burst in an instant. Outside Impel Down have all slowly disappeared. The sea current is smooth, and naturally there will be no current whirlpools. Yes, there really is a door. Breakthrough. Boss Fengye is Boss Fengye. Fengye's subordinate pirates saw that a huge mouth was really broken in front of them, and they all exclaimed in amazement, and they could already see the scenery inside. A huge castle prison, right inside. It's just that there is still a long windless belt distance to reach. Everyone's attention, this attack does not require everyone to participate together. Your most important task is to wait and guard the door outside Impel Down, protect the ship outside, and wait for us to come back. Just when the pirates were excited, Fengye raised his voice. The danger in Impel Down is not generally low. The strength inside is very powerful. If Fengye brings everyone in, he will definitely lose a lot. It is important to train them, but he knows that there will be huge damage and still brings his men in. That's idiot behavior. This time to attack Impel Down, Fengye had already thought about it early in the morning. Don't wait for these. Go in and only bring the real elites. Even some of the women on the Fengye pirates, Fengye did not intend to let them in. Kaya, Yuxin, Xiaoai, the weaker ones, and the crew recruited from Nine Snake Island are not suitable for entering Impel Down. Yes. We got it. Although I am sorry, but under the influence of Fengye's emotional fruit ability, Fengye's pirates have no emotional impact, and they obey Fengye's arrangement obediently. Full speed ahead. Hearing this, Fengye gave an order to go inside. The subordinates still have to bring them, but they are not allowed to enter the Impel Down. Whoosh whoosh. The 4 pirate ships rushed into the steel gate at an extremely fast speed. Boom boom boom. However, as soon as they entered, they were greeted by countless artillery shells. The dozens of warships parked on both sides suddenly fired at Fengye and their ships. Chi chi chi. In the case of countless artillery shells bombarding, Shiyu and the others made their own moves, and they blocked the bombarding shells outside. Boom boom boom. However, even so, countless shells exploded around Fengye and the others. Along with the blasting of the speed cannonballs, Countless sea kings on this windless belt also appeared against Feng Yi and their ships. Humph! Seeing this, Feng Yi couldn't help but snorted coldly. The marine power in Impel Down is really not covered, just the bombing of dozens of battleships is more than the number of buster calls. Chapter 216 _ Terrifying Skills. Those who blocked this king's going should all be damned. Feng Yi snorted coldly in his heart. He could sense the emotions of the marines on the battleships. They were all ordinary marines, and at best they were well trained. There are only a few dozen people who are slightly stronger in combat, at the level of Rear Admiral. Destroy them all. Emotional bomb, all explode. Then Feng Yi ignited the emotional bomb in their bodies. Puff puff puff. After Feng Yi's words fell and the emotional bomb was detonated, the marines on the battleships suddenly exploded one by one, and the entire ship was filled with blood mist at once. Ah! Countless screams sounded, and some of the more capable ones were not subscribed to ignite and detonate emotional bombs. When they saw the death of their companions on board, they were completely frightened. Collapsed on the deck, no longer dare to bombard Feng Yi and their ships. Just an instant, the dozens of warships stacked on both sides of Impel Down lost their terrifying ability to break. How is it possible? Domino, who saw this scene in the surveillance room, was also completely frightened. She was shocked when she saw Feng Yi break the steel gate, and now she is even more frightened. What kind of thing is this? The terrifying ability of each battleship has thousands of marine fighters, dozens of ships, that is, tens of thousands of marine fighters died in Feng Yi's hands. No wonder Dominoes is not scared. Humph! Tell everyone to gather at the gate, we must block their attack. Then Domino snorted coldly. No matter how powerful the enemy was, she would not flinch, and immediately ordered to go down, and then brought thousands of jailers lined up at the entrance of Impel Down, on the pier, just waiting for Feng Yi and the others to arrive. The opponent is a pirate, and if they are fighting, whether it is an opponent or not, Domino will block it with his subordinates. Fighting. Domino already knew that those sea kings in the windless belt couldn't stop Feng Yi and their going at all. Sure enough, under her gaze, the sea kings who emerged from Feng Yi and the others were all killed by the people on the boat. Huh, you still have the guts to come down with your hands to stop it. As expected of the deputy head of Dominoes. Feng Yi saw the door of Impel Down. Domino took the lead to block there, and couldn't help but praise. In the original work, Domino even insisted on a body search, which shows that his work attitude is serious and fearless. This kind of serious woman is also one that Feng Yi likes very much. Those guys in Magellan haven't come out yet, so let's clean up a beautiful woman first. If you don't capture such a beautiful officer, you will be so sorry for yourself. Isho in Feng Yi's heart. I'm going to deal with the enemy first. A sentence, Feng Yi's figure burst into the door of Impel Down. Hey, you're not looking at such a big blonde girl anymore. Nami couldn't help laughing and scolding when she heard the words, but she didn't care what Feng Yi did. All she knew was that they had another sister on board. I just don't know, does my king have to use force this time? Seeing that the blonde sister dares to block there, I know that she has a strong personality. Then Nami murmured again. Pirate Feng Yi, are you looking for death? How dare you bring someone to attack Impel Down? When he saw Feng Yi appearing in front of him, Domino was surprised, and then he shouted angrily at Feng Yi, without any fear. Hey, I even dared to destroy the enemy's lobby, do you think I dared to attack Impel Down? Feng Yi heard this and couldn't help but hey Isho, looked at Domino in front of him carefully, and found that she was really a beautiful woman with golden curly hair and a shawl. Backward twist, extremely hot, coupled with that serious and cold charming face. A special temperament makes Feng Yi very moving. I'll let you know the consequences of attacking Impel Down. Shoot! Seeing Feng Yi's aggressive eyes, Domino couldn't help but feel embarrassed, and then he said coldly to Feng Yi, and then ordered his subordinates to shoot. Bang 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 bang. Hearing the order, the jailers fired immediately, and countless bullets blasted towards Feng Yi. If Feng Yi didn't resist, he might be beaten into a hornet's nest in an instant. Kai. Of course, Feng Yi couldn't wait to die obediently. The rain and dew behind Feng Yi were pulled out, and all the bullets were wiped out with just one slash. Ah! Seeing that Feng Yi was so powerful, the jailers were all frightened and forgot to continue shooting. Dare to shoot this king, you all deserve to die. Glancing at the jailers who frightened him, Feng Yi couldn't help but say coldly, his eyes filled with indifferent killing intent. Ah! Seeing Feng Yi's eyes that seemed to look at the dead, even the well-trained guards couldn't help but be shocked and concerned, and the color of fear appeared in their hearts. Fear bomb. Blast. Boom 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 boom. As Feng Yi's words fell, the jailers behind Domino were all ignited by Feng Yi's fear bombs in an instant, and then a muffled explosion sounded, and all their bodies exploded. It's just that the power was controlled by Feng Yi this time, but the body exploded, but the body didn't explode, so no flesh and blood stump appeared. Bang bang bang. Then thousands of prison guards fell to the ground one by one, and they couldn't die any longer. Before they died, there was an extremely fearful look in their eyes, unwilling. Hui faced his subordinates all at once. No matter how daring Domino was, he couldn't help shrinking his beautiful eyes for a while, and his figure stepped back a few steps in fear. You devil. Chapter 217-Domino. Looking at Feng Yi, Domino no longer knows what to use to describe Feng Yi, this devil-like man. It was so terrifying. Before she could do anything, she found out that she didn't have the courage to take action against Feng Yi. This was absolutely unprecedented for her. Even in the face of powerful people, she dared to do it, but this time, she found that she was really afraid of Feng Yi in front of her. Hey, I said beauty, being a marine is not suitable for you. I think you should still be a full-time pirate. How about it? Come to my ship. Life is definitely more exciting than living in a big prison. Looking at Domino's appearance, Feng Yi couldn't help but chuckle. Humph. Impossible. I'm not going to be a pirate. When Domino heard the words, she couldn't help but snorted coldly. Looking at Feng Yi's eyes, she knew that this devil-like man saw her beauty. That's it, then I'll let you become a pirate's woman first, so you can be considered half a pirate. Ha ha. The Domino that Feng Yi looked at couldn't help laughing evilly. The meaning is obvious, that is, to forcibly bring Domino to the pirates, forcibly occupy her, and make her a pirate woman. HMPH, you are shameless, I won't let you succeed if I die. When Domino heard the words, his face immediately turned aside, and he hummed at Feng Yi, and then he took out the knife behind him and attacked Feng Yi. Unexpectedly, Domino was originally a female swordsman, and Feng Yi knew the strength of the opponent as soon as he shot. It is a high-level swordsman, and it is very possible to break through to become a great swordsman. Hey! After knowing that Domino was originally a swordsman, Feng Yi thought he isho, and he had a way to induce Domino to defect. That is the existence of Shiyu. Every swordsman hopes that he will one day become a great swordsman, and the fact that a woman can never become a great swordsman has always been the regret of all female swordsmen. Feng Yi believes that Domino must also be very eager to become a great swordsman, breaking the world's perception of female swordsmen. However, almost every female swordsman who has this idea is the only one who can successfully break through the great swordsman, Shiyu. Therefore, as long as Feng Yi let Shiyu guide Domino, plus the ability of emotional fruit, it is very likely that Domino will betray. Kai. Thinking in his heart, Feng Yi swung his sword to face Domino's slash. Boom. Domino's attack on Feng Yi, all of them were easily defended by Feng Yi. Although he knew that Feng Yi's strength was very strong, but seeing that all the slashing attacks were easily defended by Feng Yi, Domino was still shocked and felt extremely resentful in his heart. If only she could become a great swordsman too. Hey, Domino, you really want to be a great swordsman. Promise to be my woman, and I can help you realize your wish. At this time, Feng Yi's voice sounded in Domino's ear with a smile. Domino, who had been attacking Feng Yi, suddenly appeared after hearing Feng Yi's words, and looked at Feng Yi in astonishment. She didn't know if what Feng Yi said was true or not. She could become a great swordsman. It was so shocking to her. Humph, you don't have this ability at all, stop lying. And even if it's true, I don't want a pirate to teach me. Then Domino snorted, not what Yi said, and finally snorted. Even if it is true, she will not submit to a pirate, because she is Marine, the deputy keeper of Impel Down. Hey, don't forget, the world's first female great swordsman is on the Maple Leaf Pirates. When Feng Yi saw Domino's disbelief, he couldn't help but hey isho, automatically filtering out the words that Domino said later. Hearing Feng Yi's words, Domino's delicate body paused again. She knew about this a few days ago, and she was shocked. At that time, she was still very excited and happy that there was also a female swordsman. Great swordsman, although Shiyu is a pirate, Domino is still very happy. And now, she actually has the opportunity to become a great swordsman. It would be a lie to say that she is not tempted, but Marine's honor and responsibilities make her unable to succumb to pirates. So what, I'm Marine, I'll never give in to a pirate. And still such a badass pirate. Domino snorted softly, and then launched another crazy attack on Feng Yi. She didn't want to hear what Feng Yi said. She was really afraid that she would be tempted and betrayed. On one side is the hope of becoming a great swordsman, and on the other is the glory of Marine. In the end, she chose the glory of Marine. However, after the choice, Domino's heart inevitably flashed a trace of sadness and inadequacy. Maybe the chance to become a great swordsman once in his life was given up by her. Ah! Go to hell. Then, as if he wanted to vent his resentment and unwillingness to Feng Yi, Domino's attack became even crazier and stronger. Kill, kill, kill. She is going to kill Feng Yi, the most prominent pirate recently. Tisk tisk, it seems that there is still no way to do it, but to use force. Seeing this, Feng Yi couldn't help but chuckle. In fact, at the beginning, Feng Yi had been using the ability of the emotional fruit to influence Domino. I really did not expect that under the influence of the ability of the emotional fruit, Domino finally made a hostile hanging against him. If you force her to be a pirate woman, it's still hard to conquer her. Hey! After a chuckle, Feng Yi stopped spending time with Domino, and all the ships under his command had been crushed. Since it fails to influence Domino, then tie Domino to defeat first. Tune in slowly, so Feng Yi Bai Shi quickly attacked. Puff! Under Feng Yi's attack, although Domino was powerful, he only resisted a few attacks, and Feng Yi's hand knife appeared behind Domino and knocked her unconscious. And at this time, the instant killing them has also arrived. As expected of the boss, so strong. Thousands of people died all at once like this. When the pirates on the shore saw the thousands of marine corpses above, they couldn't help but admire them. Feng Yi killed the marines on dozens of battleships and they couldn't see it, but they did see the scene in front of them with their own eyes. All the famous marines died just like that. Seeing such a picture, the shock to them was of course very strong. Chapter 218-kill. Sanakon, Brother Michelle, Nico Bear, Nami, and Shiyu and I'm going under the big prison, and the others are waiting on it. Wait for us to come back. Seeing the arrival of the pirates, Feng Yi gave the order. This time, even the women on the Maple Leaf Pirates, Feng Yi only brought Nami and Shiyu with him, otherwise they would go in. Yes. Ha ha, got it, boss. Yes, my king. Hearing Feng Yi's words, killing them instantly was an excited response, as did Nami and Shiyu. As for the other people, of course they were disappointed, but there were not too many emotional fluctuations, and they were all suppressed by Feng Yi's emotional fruit ability. Khalifa, you help me look after her. Seeing this, Feng Yi nodded isho, and then handed over the unconscious Domino to Khalifa. Then prepare to attack. What? The Maple Leaf Pirates actually broke the gate of Impel Down and have already entered Impel Down. Marine Headquarters, Marineford, Sengoku received the news from Impel Down, and suddenly stood up in shock, his face full of shock. How is this possible? The Maple Leaf Pirates have just broken through the Enies lobby for a few days, and now they're heading to Impel Down. Sengoku murmured again and again in disbelief. The expression on his face changed again and again. He was really angry. Feng Yi attacked and sank the Enies lobby, and already had a complete blow to Marine's Majesty, and now he has hit Impel Down again. If Feng Yi and the others succeeded in their attack, Sengoku couldn't imagine the consequences on the field after this incident happened in a row. The first family, Sengoku immediately notified all the Marines and was able to rush to the Impel Down at full speed to support the direction of the Impel Down. Then Sengoku hurriedly told the news to the hands of the Gorosei, 5 elders of the World Government Headquarters. Boom! Sengoku is angry. Gorosei, 5 elders are even more angry. Each one's face is terrifying. Feng Yi is completely hitting the face of their world government. Dare to beat an important Enies lobby, and attack Impel Down again. No wonder they are not angry. What makes them angry is the Marine Army and the strong who are now able to rush to Impel Down, and they are all pitiful. According to this situation, Impel Down can't be supported at all. Damn, this damn brat. Yeah, he should have been eradicated long ago. It's so messed up, it doesn't take our world government into consideration at all. Gorosei, 5 elders were all born with gnashing anger. If they can catch up, they don't mind going up to kill Feng Yi in person. Don't underestimate their strength. Gorosei, 5 elders are all composed of retired Marine marshals. They all rose from the bottom of Marine, and all of them are extremely terrifying in combat effectiveness, absolutely no worse than any admiral. You must know that they were also admirals and marshals. I can only pin my hope on Magellan. I hope he can block the attack of the Maple Leaf Pirates this time. Contact the director of Impel Down, Magellan, immediately, and ask him to keep Impel Down for us no matter what, or let him come up and see you. Then one of the Gorosei, 5 elders spoke up. They are completely angry, completely infuriated by the series of actions of the Maple Leaf Pirates. No one pirate group has ever provoked the majesty of their world government like this, but this Maple Leaf Pirates has provoked it again and again, and it has only been a few days. Simply unforgivable. If the Maple Leaf Pirates continue to do this, then that's fine. Especially if this incident fuels the arrogance of the pirate forces. If all the pirate groups attack the Marine branch or headquarters, they will be even more dangerous. The reason why the pirate forces have never been as strong as Marine is because all the pirate groups are not unified, and there is no peace between them. Otherwise, where would it be the Marine of the world government to suppress them? If the current incident of the Maple Leaf Pirates makes all the pirates focus on attacking Marine, then they will really be finished, and this is what makes them terrified and angry. Isn't it a pirate group that hasn't even entered the New World? Is it so serious? In Impel Down, Magellan, who accepted the strict orders of Gorosei, 5 elders, couldn't help but shouted out dissatisfied. The complexion also became ugly. All of them acted for me. Someone came into the Impel Down and wiped them out for me. Then Magellan spoke out to all the jailers, ordering the jailers at all levels to start preparing for defense. At the same time, the pirates on each floor were imprisoned. The turmoil of Impel Down immediately made all the pirates in it feel it, and couldn't help but wonder for a while, what happened to Impel Down? And it's still a very serious matter. Looking at the appearance of all the jailers, it seems that someone is attacking Impel Down. For a while, they couldn't help being frightened by their own inferences. Someone dared to attack Impel Down. How could this be possible? Could it be that one of the 4 emperors, the pirate group, attacked Impel Down and went to war with the world government? However, no matter how all the pirates guessed, all the jailers still acted, and these pirates could only be imprisoned. At this time, Feng Yi had already brought Nami and the others to the first floor of the big prison, and they were greeted by countless Marine attacks. Bloodthirsty Fang broken. The waves slash. Rangtyaku tempest kick. Feng Yi Xiu still had to kill 3 people in an instant, and the first time he did it, he immediately killed Marine in the front row. Whizzing. At the same time, the Michelle brothers and Nico Shang also rushed towards all the Marines. They didn't have the ability to use the emotional fruit at all. They just used their own combat power to rush into the Marine group, like a wolf entering a sheep. Like the group, the massacre started. Nami was not idle either. She controlled countless clouds and mists to bind some Marines, and then the lightning flashed on the clouds and mists, knocking all the Marines into a coma. At this time, the pirates who were imprisoned in the first floor of the big prison, he finally saw the truth of the matter. Someone really came in to attack Impel Down. They just felt incredible, and looked at Feng Yi and his group in stunned eyes. Chapter 219_so strong. Good. So strong. Isn't that Feng Yi, the captain of the Maple Leaf Pirates? Yeah, isn't that the rain god Nami? And the Nico Bear on the ship of the Burst Bear Pirates? And two brothers from the Michelle Pirates? Isn't that one who killed Vice Admiral in an instant? How come he became a pirate? The pirates on the first floor were amazed when they watched Feng Yi and others attacking Impel Down, and many people immediately recognized Feng Yi and the others. They are all just pirates who have just been locked in, so they know something. Marine's strength on the first floor of the big prison is worthy of being the weakest. It can't pose any threat to Feng Yi and the others. After 5 minutes of brutal killing, Feng Yi has no patience. Move bomb. Death to this king. Feng Yi let out a low anger. Boom boom boom. Next second, all the pirates on the first floor of Impel Down were stunned. Puff puff puff. I saw that under Feng Yi's words, the marine guards who stood in front of Feng Yi and them all exploded in an instant, and all those who died could no longer die. The pirates in the prison were completely shocked. When did they ever see such a powerful attack, and it was so strange that they didn't know what to defend. For a moment, they felt as if they had fallen into an abyss. So full of fear. That's right, for Feng Yi, the most shocking thing they felt was fear. They didn't even dare to look at Feng Yi. I was afraid that if Feng Yi was unhappy, one look could kill them. Marines on the battleship just now, they didn't see it up close, so there was no visual impact. Now looking at Feng Yi's words from a close distance, he killed thousands of marine jailers, and the visual impact caused them of course to be shocked. What Feng Yi showed them was like a godlike imagination. If you say you deserve to die, you will die. His words are full of judgment. There's nothing to save on the first floor, but as long as it's a pirate. Feng Yi looked at the pirates in the prison, and couldn't help but secretly said, although these pirates are not very good at fighting, but those who can be imprisoned in the big prison are stronger than ordinary pirates, at least not. At one level, they all have a certain fighting ability, and at least all of them have at least a reward of several million Baileys. For Feng Yi, it's disgusting, but when there are a lot of people, it's still very useful, at least the momentum looks good. In the original book, the pirates that Luffy and the others rescued didn't even have 1% of the pirates in the big prison. There were only a few hundred people. The whole big prison had tens of thousands of people. The purpose of Feng Yi this time was to rescue all the pirates. Come out, and then take it as a subordinate. As for those who don't want to, then I'm sorry. Not my subordinates can only be enemies. I ask you, if I, Captain Feng Yi, save you from the big prison, would you like to be a member of the Maple Leaf Pirates? Then Feng Yi looked around at all the pirate prisoners, and he saw hundreds of them, and then said in a low voice. Ah. We would like to. As long as Xiao can be rescued from the big prison, Xiao's life will belong to Captain Feng Yi. Yes, we would like to. It's great, I can finally get out of this damn prison. Hearing Feng Yi's words, all the pirate prisoners were shocked at first, and then they were scrambling to shout excitedly. Why did they did not think that Feng Yi would rescue them and be able to leave the big prison? It's no wonder they were not excited, and they but seeing Feng Yi's strength, as long as he can get out of the big prison, it is even more desirable to be under such a powerful person. In this way, they don't have to be afraid of Marine and be arrested again in prison. Feng Yi can actually attack the big prison once, and then he can have it a second time. Yu Xin, let a few people in. After we finish the first floor, you will release the pirate prisoners on the first floor. Feng Yi secretly said in his heart. He was speaking to Yu Xin outside. Yu Xin owns observation hockey. Feng Yi took the initiative to tell Yu Xin what he wanted to know, and Yu Xin could definitely hear it. At first, Feng Yi forgot about this, and didn't call the people outside to come in and collect and rectify these pirates. But this time it's the same. Okay, we have to release the fellow pirates on each floor. You wait here now, and someone will come in and release you. Remember, don't make trouble for Lao Su, otherwise I can let you out, and I can kill you, no matter where you are. You have seen it, and I can kill you anytime, anywhere. Feng Yi then said to all the pirate prisoners, and also coldly said a sentence full of majesty and murder, so as to deter them. Yes, we got it, Captain Feng Yi. How can the pirate prisoners think so much at this time? As long as someone can save them out, everything else is not a problem. Come on, let's go to the next floor. Feng Yi then nodded, and then said to Nico Shang and the others, and went on to the next floor. There are 6 floors in Impel Down Prison, but each floor is 10 times more dangerous than the previous one, but in Feng Yi's eyes, it is nothing. He who can be beheaded by Admiral is not afraid of any danger. The strongest Magellan in it is the strength of Admiral, and Feng Yi has a way to deal with him. Report to the prison guard, the soldiers on the first floor have all been killed. At this time, in the second floor of the big prison, a jailer quickly reported to a blonde busty beauty. The beauty is the jailer, Sadie. Wearing a fiery red tights, the hot figure is completely drawn out, just looking at its chest will make a man impulsive. An absolute stunner. What, so fast? Sadie couldn't help but be surprised when he heard the words. A pair of chests were bullied up and down because of surprise, and the waves were choppy. Chapter 220 Sadie _ HMPH, let go of all the buggy risques and Sun Monticola. There are only 7 people in, I don't believe they are that strong. Just let my Sphinx and Sun Monticola come and teach them a lesson, let me appreciate the sound of groaning and moaning when they are eaten. Sadie then ordered, she likes to hear other people moaning and moaning the most. My favorite is that the whip in the hand beats the prisoner. Buggy Risky and his son, Monticola, in Sadie's mouth, are the jailer beasts, chicken snake beasts and man-eating lions in the second floor of the big prison. They are usually locked in cages, and when necessary, they can be released to suppress rebel pirates and defend against incoming enemies. But this is the first time it has been used to defend against foreign enemies. Yes, Lord Warden. The jailer soldier heard the words and immediately responded respectfully. Captain Feng Yi, the great pirate with a bounty of 800 million Baileys, I really want to stop your painful moaning. How wonderful it is. It will definitely make Sadie-chan me so excited that I can't sleep for a few days. Seeing his men go down to release the jailer beast, Sadie couldn't help groaning Isho, as if he was full of anticipation for hearing Feng Yi's moans and groans. Wait. When they were about to enter the second-level prison, Feng Yi said lightly, and the footsteps of killing them in an instant stopped immediately. Unidentified look at Feng Yi. The whole place is surrounded by jailer beasts waiting for us. My emotional bomb is useless to them, everyone be careful. Feng Yi said. He sensed the mood swings in the second floor, and immediately knew that it was not the marine prisoners waiting for them, but the prisoner beasts, chicken snake beasts and man-eating lions, each of which was several times more powerful than ordinary people. So Feng Yi's emotional bomb doesn't work. If you want to kill them, you can only use a powerful emotional bomb, the kind that kills Kizaru, but that is too wasteful. There are too many, and he can't use it so many times. Ability battle. Killing them in an instant immediately became vigilant when they heard the words. They all knew the power and existence of the jailer beast. Although it would not pose any danger to them, there were a lot of them. Boss Feng Yi, leave those jailer beasts to me. Then Michelet immediately said to Feng Yi. I am a zone fruit power user, and it is the most suitable for dealing with jailer beasts. This will help me improve my strength. Then Michelet also said why. He is a fire wolf fruit power user, Zone S, and it is indeed beneficial to fight the jailer beast. Okay, hurry up. Feng Yi nodded when he heard the words. He originally wanted to ask Michelet to go down, or the two brothers to go down together, but Michelet actually wanted to go in alone, so he would be alone. Brother, be careful, you can't call me right away. Michelle also said to Michelet. Got it. Michelle responded excitedly, and then rushed down to the second floor. In less than 10 minutes, Feng Yi said lightly. Michelet's done, let's go down. Feng Yi didn't expect that Michelet would get it done so quickly. You must know that there are thousands of jailer beasts inside. Killing 100 or so in 1 minute is definitely fierce enough. How is it possible? Sadie couldn't help but be shocked when he learned that all the jailer beasts released were killed, and it was only one person. No wonder he dared to attack Impel Down, and even a deputy captain of one of his pirates is so powerful. Sadie was surprised, followed by a sneer. Go, I'm going to meet them myself. Then Sadie rushed to the entrance of the second floor of the prison with thousands of marine guards. Even if they knew that they were not opponents, as marines, they still had to fight against the pirates. And she has never fought, and Sadie doesn't believe that she can't beat them. As long as she can beat one of them, she will rush up without hesitation. Hey, the big blonde girl in Impel Down is finally here. However, when Sadie and his subordinates intercepted Feng Yi in front of them, what greeted her was Feng Yi's playful and charming chuckle. Captain Feng Yi. Even Sadie's eyes trembled slightly, and the big pirate with a bounty of 800 million was in front of him. Although it was not that the big pirate with such a high bounty had never been imprisoned in the big prison, but it was the first time she faced Sadie, not afraid, but trembling with excitement. Giggle, it turned out to be Captain Feng Yi. They just wanted to hear how beautiful your screams and groans are. Then Sadie giggled at Feng Yi. The pair of big waves also kept shaking up and down because of Sadie's laughter. Attracted Michelle and the others for a while. However, they quickly looked away. The whole world knows the lust of their boss Feng Yi, and the beautiful woman in front of her will naturally not let it go. It is impossible to say that she will be the boss woman in the future, so it is better not to look at it. Want to hear my moans and groans? Hey, it depends on whether your waist is strong enough. Feng Yi heard the words and couldn't help but tune and play to Sadie. Satyr, snapped. When Sadie heard this, of course he knew what Feng Yi was talking about, and hurriedly let out a coquettish anger. The whip in his hand turned into a long snake, and he whipped it towards Feng Yi. Leave this woman to me, you guys will kill everyone else. Seeing that Sadie made his move, Feng Yi grabbed the tip of the whip that Sadie had attacked as soon as he reached out, and then said to Michelle and the others. These marine guards are a bit stronger than the ones above, and Feng Yi doesn't want to use emotional bombs to kill them, so he warns up his subordinates, and there are even stronger ones below. Yes, boss. Got it. Michelle killed them in an instant and immediately responded when she heard the words, and then rushed towards those marine jailers. The battle begins in an instant. Kai. At this time, Sadie saw that Feng Yi grabbed his whip, and when he couldn't pull it back, he yanked it, and then he took advantage of the whole person to charge at Feng Yefei, and his slender legs were facing Feng Yi. Attack up. Looking at the fierce momentum, it is estimated that the steel plate can give it a dent. Clang.